Welcome back to Charmed Persons.
Are we on?
Everything's fine.
Everybody shut up!
Oh
okay, so you
no.
know what? Let's just jump right into it because I don't know how else to move on. Um, in our last session, A Little Hope had finally seen some sort of hallmark progress in their
Whoa.
fight against the Animalia. They had locked the evil deity Malar further into his banished state and halted the progress of the ancient prophecies. Unsure of where their path led them now, the party returned to Gorahold and were greeted by a parade and musical introductions. But rather than those festivities being for them, however, they discovered that Gorahold and Queen Jewel Hammerdon were welcoming envoys from both the Bahathian Empire and the Kingdom of Tirat. The ambassador Quintul from Tirat and the ambassador Mattia Corvo from Behoff were the representatives of their respective countries. Quintul brought jewels and elvish wine, whereas Mattia Corvo brought a group of adventurers that seemed to be famous enough to draw a large crowd even in the underground city of Gorahold. They were introduced as the Slayers Six and made quite the introduction as they climbed out of the caravan. As these envoys were welcomed into the castle, our party split. However, everything ended up going quite smoothly as Quinn and Maywin learned a lot of secret info while sneaking into the castle itself. First of all, Quintul and Jewel, I had never noticed that before, were somewhat acquaintances, and it was realized quickly that this was all for show, and that Queen Jewel was going to side with assisting Tirat due to her relationship between her and her love, Prince Soon of Tirat, who was pretending to be his own brother, Chad Strongjaw. The dedication of Gora's forces to an outside conflict would be an immense departure from centuries of behavior from the domain of Gorahold. The twin halflings and Flint, locked away in his cigar lounge, also learned that Queen Jewel debated just killing the Slayer Six by sending them on a fool's errand and dismissing Corvo completely. After reuniting with the panicked Chad and Edmund and the drunk Rosie outside, our party eventually found themselves together at the inn Stalagmites, where they unloaded all of the recent info. But they ended up moving to the Emerald Isle, a much nicer establishment, and the group found themselves in their own rooms, not officially deciding on the actions that should be taken come in the morning. Before the night officially ended, Rosie had a communal conversation with her deity. Chad and Edmund had a very long conversation, followed by another long and even more awkward conversation with Maywin and Edmund, which ultimately culminated in Edmund storming into Flint's home, drunk as a skunk, as the two of them chatted briefly before Flint retired to his old room. And that is where we left off.
What happened in that room? What? I don't think
He just went
did he
to
just retire. Just went
yeah
to bed.
he the door opened and he went inside.
Just right sleep.
Uh,
He
speaking
went inside the
of
room.
Flint,
Yeah, that's what I remember.
you wake up in the morning to Marble saying your name, Flint, Flint,
Oh,
and
yes.
you
Hey, Marble.
you kind of roll over and wake up and you see that she is sitting on the edge of the bed. Uh, Chip is nowhere to be found. Um, and she kind of looks at you and she says, "Morning. Would you mind having a seat next to me?"
Yeah. I sleep naked, so if you just turn around and let me put on
It's
some.
nothing I haven't seen before, Flint.
Okay. I stand up, sit down next to her naked.
Oh, well, I just meant I could walk. Okay. Um, Flint, uh, why were you in this room last night?
Um, I um, I don't know. It's nice to be around familiar places after so long on the road.
I understand, but you realize Flint, if I haven't made things clear, we are no longer together. You and I. I am with Chip now. And although this home did belong to your family for the last 15 years, I have lived here alone with my son. And I am so happy to know that you are alive and well. And I understand that for you it has not been 15 years, but you have to respect what's going on here. I tried to give you some leeway when you first returned because I knew it must be, you know, shocking at the very least. But it's time that I put my foot down here, and I need you to not just welcome yourself into this home anymore. And I need you to not sleep on the floor next to me and my partner. This is hard to say. It's been 15 years, Flynn.
You're right. You're right. I don't know. I shouldn't have treated this place like I lived here. I left. So, and you and Chip seem like you have a good life together. And I don't want to interrupt that. I mean, I did interrupt that for just a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. But I think our group is heading out anyway, so I think this is probably my last night here in the city. So I'll be out of your hair, as they say.
And I don't want you out of my hair, and I hope if you and your friends are leaving that you do return. I'm not trying to pick you out of my life. I'm just trying to ask you to understand that my life is different now.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Well, I guess this is it. I'm gonna head out, right out through the front door.
Okay. Would you like some breakfast?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you don't have to. Okay.
You're such a good cook.
Thanks. And you hear at the doorway, "Hey, Mom! Oh, God, Dad! Oh,
Turn around.
Okay. Hi, Dad. What are you doing here?" He says, "This is like turn around. This is obviously your son, Shale."
Hey, buddy. Just kind of one last trip. I think I'm gonna head out soon, so I wanted to catch you both before I left.
Okay. Are you and Mom? No, honey. No, no.
No,
You're-
no, 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 no. We've come to the decision together that this is not the best decision moving forward for us to be together, and we've both
Yes,
accepted
that's
that.
what we decided together.
And it's healthy. I think that we've moved on.
Your father's a very good man, Shale.
Your mother is incredible and beautiful and capable and strong.
Okay, she says, and she kind of like puts her hand on your shoulder. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad I can say bye, Dad. But Mom, I was wondering if I could go to the wealthy district, go to the castle. And she says, "Why do you want to go there?"
Yeah, why do you want to go there?
Well, I just me and the guys from the Above Grounders, we were hoping to get a glimpse of the Slayer 6. It's so cool that they're here.
You know, Shale, the Slayer 6 are pretty cool. They are cool, but
Are your clothes on yet? Can I turn around?
Nope. Just 1 second. I put my arm through the wrong. I put it through the sleeve. You put your neck in. It's so embarrassing.
Okay.
Okay, turn around. Yes.
Okay.
The Slayer 6. I mean, obviously incredible adventurers.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But you know what they've done has paled in comparison to what I've done.
Well, maybe you should talk to them about joining.
About joining a little help. We could use some members.
Or you could join as Slayer 6.
Well, it kind of seems like they've got a defined number.
Yeah, I guess
Not like
right.
they would make it the Slayer 7. That's crazy to change your party nickname and add one more person to it.
But at least it would be another S number. It's a pretty good pitch.
Okay, is Slayer's 7 better than a little help? Be honest.
Yes.
But have you noticed that a lot of us are kind of short?
Yeah, I get where the pun comes from, but a, one of your members definitely isn't short, and so
But that's
and
like
actually
ironic.
two of your members. So like I don't know, it's like it's not that much of a percentage that everybody's short. And also it's just grammatically very confusing. Like it can be confused as like a phrase or a question or a statement pretty easily
Yeah,
because it is those things.
yeah. A couple times we have said it triumphantly, and someone has said no.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, what do you need?
Okay. Well, I know we don't have the marketing campaign, the little help that Slayer 6 does, but just whenever you see something cool that the Slayer 6 is doing, just imagine your old pops up there doing the same thing but cooler.
Yeah. Well, I honestly believe you, Dad. And from what you've told me, I think maybe you should try, I don't know, the Slayer 6 have a house, and they also have like, like sponsorships.
Sponsorships. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we could, you know what? Thank you, Shale. I think I'm gonna take this back to the group. Maybe we can get some marketing options down, get some banners around the city.
Cool. And also, one last thing. Can I come with you?
Uh,
Honey, Marvel speaks up. I don't think that um if what you both are saying is true and your father does get into such dangerous adventures, I don't know if you're ready for that, Shale, or and she kind of looks at you like, back me up here.
yeah, you can.
Nah! Really? Really? Shale
Um,
gets super excited.
I mean, look, I have been down on the above ground, but it's not that bad, honestly, and it's gonna be dangerous. But you're a boulder bender. You're capable. So,
I don't think that this is a good idea, Flint. I think that Shale has no experience fighting or adventuring of any kind, and to just jump into it with a group who is doing things to the level that you claim to be is pretty unsafe.
look, listen, Shale. Are you 100% sure that you want to do this? And you know the
I
dangers
mean,
involved, and you know what could happen, and you know the commitment take that it takes to be an adventurer.
um, I'm willing to learn whatever I need to learn. I've always wanted to see above ground.
Marble, do you really think that this is a bad idea, or are you just well? Listen, Shale, Marble, I haven't been around here in 15 years. Who am I to make decisions? Shale,
You're my dad.
I know, but I think you should listen to whatever your mom thinks.
She looks at you, and there's a very nice like moment of recognition as she nods towards you. Thank you. Marble, maybe, you know, it, she looks to you, Flint. You really think that you could keep him safe?
Oh, we have a cleric. It's fine.
What are you planning on doing next?
Um, it's kind of up in the air at this point. There's a lot of different options. I don't know, we're thinking about, you know, we're dealing a lot with gods recently, so I think that'd be cool for Shale to get into.
Like actual fighting actual gods?
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, in some ways. I mean, look, if we go into a place that's like, oh, we're fighting an actual god, I'll tell Shale to sit it out. But when we're fighting like the minions, it's fine.
She looks over at Shale. If you were ever in danger, you don't try to fight, you run and hide. And Shale says, "Yeah, yeah, no, 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 I will, I will. I'll be a little bitch." She
There's
goes,
nothing wrong about running and hiding.
You're your father's son, and you're a man grown any day now. So if you want to go with your father, you can go with your father.
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe this! I can't believe this! Okay, what do I do? Well, I'm not even ready. I need to pack. I need to pack.
Yes.
Okay, where do I meet you?
Okay, you need to pack. You're gonna meet us at what's that?
Or do you want to help me pack?
Okay, yes, I'll give you all the. Do you have 50 foot of rope? How many rations do you have? 10 foot
Um,
pole?
I have a fund where I could buy some of that stuff.
Okay, yes, we're gonna have to take you to the store to buy you all the supplies you need.
Okay. Oh, this is so cool, man. Okay. Let me go. Let me go change. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And he goes sprinting out of the room. Marble looks at you. You better keep him safe, Flint. And if he starts getting into anything that he shouldn't be into, and you can find a way to send him home safely, can't lose him like I lost you.
Listen, keeping him safe is the only thing that I care about above everything else. And I know my promises don't mean a lot mostly, but this one time I promise.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go pack you guys a lunch. And she starts to walk down the stairs. And in that moment, we cut back to Chad. Chad, you wake up to the smell of sizzling meats, some bacon. You hear a whisking of eggs. You can smell some fresh baked bread. And you look over to the little like kitchen outlet in this suite, and you see Edmund standing there. And he looks over at you. Oh, hey, good morning. Glad to see you're up. I'm almost finished. And he's like getting everything ready.
And I'm like kind of waking up on the couch still.
Yep, you're on the couch. Yeah.
And so I kind of like look at the couch and like look to the bedroom and like look at him like, what? When did you get? Where did you? You talked to me that long? What?
No, right. This is partly this is the reason for the breakfast. Here, come to the table. Sit down.
Yeah.
And he takes you over to the table and pours you a nice little like morning drink that happens. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Dad usually just drinks juice anyway.
Yeah.
Any caffeine.
Zach never thinks of tea because Zach doesn't like tea. But yeah, some tea. And he finishes up the meal relatively quickly and brings it over to you, and he puts it down a plate for you and a plate for himself. And Edmund's not a professional chef. It's not the best looking meal you've ever seen, but I mean, it's definitely better than bug rations for sure. He kind of sits down and he says, right, so I stumbled in about an hour ago, honestly.
Oh.
And this breakfast is an apology, as well as my words that I'm saying right now. These are also the apology for not returning at a better time. I did go and talk to May, and she said some things that broke me. I have never been a person that handled someone not liking me. And it took a lot for me to realize that it took me getting drunk and breaking my way into Flint's ex-wife's home to realize that by forcing myself upon Maywin to try and fix the situation, I am making it about myself. And I'm making it about me. And about what would make me happy. Which is to have her not mad at me. But unfortunately, when you've hurt someone, you don't get to decide how quickly they heal. And so I wanted to, I don't know, leave the party, or this was, it just, they were quick thoughts. I didn't actually feel this way. But every time I had a thought like that, I just came back and told myself that that's still making it about me, and it's the easy way out rather than sticking around and stewing in the negativity that I created, intentional or not. And so I realized that if it's harder to do, it's probably the right thing to do. And the harder thing to do here is to be around Maywin knowing I've hurt her, give her the space that she requests, earn back her trust. Those are all hard things, but they're the right things. And also, I think I'd miss you too much. So anyway, that's the existential crisis I had over the evening. How'd you sleep? He kind of like takes a big bite.
Couch is actually surprisingly comfortable, even though I didn't really plan on sleeping there. But
Right.
I mean, I'm glad you came back, but honestly, hearing that you were about to leave again doesn't exactly
No, like
make
I
me feel
just
settled.
I was drunk, and those thoughts came racing to me, and that's what I'm saying. Is I knew immediately that that wasn't the right answer. That was the cop out, and I'm here to tell you, Chad. I'm not gonna take the cop out way. It's not what I'm doing.
I'll reach my hand
I
over
just
and like hold his hand.
He reaches out and he takes it. I think Quinn might try to kill me in my sleep.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about that. He seems pretty protective over May, and like I said, despite my best efforts and despite the intentions being good, that is what I did. I hurt her.
Yeah.
I think you two are going to be fine, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll want to talk with her. She's my friend and I also care about her, and I don't
Of
want to make
course,
her
yeah.
uncomfortable if we do explore this, and that just happened with you and her, and I don't,
All right,
I mean, I already know that we should probably take things slow, and
right.
also going on dates isn't exactly easy when you're battling gods and all
What
the
are you
shit
talking
we are.
about? And he like gestures to the meal in front of you.
Fair,
No,
this
it's
is this is
I understand what you're saying, and I agree, and I think for her sake, we take it extra slow in front of all of them.
Yeah.
And we find our moments when we can. And he kind of gives your hand a squeeze.
Yeah. I think we both need that, and I think it's what's best anyway. And a lot's happened the last couple days, so the fuck is that?
There's a huge horn that sounds. Rosie, Maywin, Quinn, you all are woken up if you weren't already awake by this huge horn sound. Flint, you hear it as you and Shale are getting ready to exit your home. It's been a while, but this is actually a much more familiar horn melody, or however you would phrase that, in Gorehold that you've heard before. This is like something has happened, something bad.
Oh no.
And quickly, everybody in the Emerald Isle and everybody that you can see outside of your home, Flint, all of you start hearing rushing and like seeing people like quickly getting ready and heading to like the main square out in front of the castle, just like when the procession happened.
I grab like another plate and shovel some of the food that I wasn't like eating onto a plate for Rosie, so it didn't look like we just made ourselves food.
Perfect.
Knowing that she'd be awake, be like, "This isn't a date. This isn't a date." Okay, okay.
Right. Oh shit! I didn't even think about this.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just like she should probably also eat since she was pretty drunk yesterday, and I'll like put out like a rations on it too, and I'll like carry it to her and be like,
okay.
"Hey, seems like something's happening, but you should eat."
Oh, Chad, you're so kind. What the hell is that?
I don't know, but by what I kind of hear out in the halls and stuff, it seems like something's happening, and we should maybe go find the others.
Oh God, if this is like Barrington again, we gotta get out.
Oh God, yeah. All right.
Where's? Did I know that Flint left? Did he?
Yeah, Flint said that he was.
Okay.
It was ill received.
Yeah.
But Flint
Okay,
said
I
that
thought
he
so.
We
had
told
to-
him he
Yeah,
shouldn't.
Flint. Did Flint make it back yet? Because listen, if he gets separated from us, he doesn't stand a chance.
Right.
Quite
I
honestly.
haven't seen him, but I'm assuming he would head to the same location. Honestly, probably our best chance to find him is to head where all these other people are going.
Yeah.
Why do you have so much breakfast?
I was very hungry.
Did you not make this for all? Oh.
What? I made it for everybody, Rosie, and
Yeah.
You
I thought
didn't
everyone
invite
could.
Maywin and Quinn though. This is a secret trio breakfast.
The knock on the door.
Right.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely
no.
what it is. Hurry, eat it real quick, Rosie. And
I just like literally like shove.
and I'll like kind of close the door, be like, yeah,
Right.
and I'll go to the door.
Hi, good
You guys
morning.
hear the horn?
Hey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're
were-
getting ready right now.
Just
We're
getting
grabbing our
You
Rosie
guys
up.
having breakfast?
Oh,
Nope.
Oh, I brought some good berries. It's all
Edmund
the
walks
nutrition
away.
you need for the day.
Edmund just walks away.
I take a berry. I like swallow the mouthful of food. I take a berry and then I like nibble the end.
I mean, no, I'm gonna be way too full, but I just like pop it and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Okay.
thanks.
I do. It's like it's like the scene in Bridesmaids where she's like,
the almond.
an almond.
Delicious.
Flint, you and Shale looks at you. Dad, what's going on?
I don't know, but I think this is your first mission. And I hand him a light hammer that I have.
Okay, he takes it.
So just so we know, like in case,
Oh.
like what are you good at? You like nimble? Maybe you
Well,
can use
I'm
your
a-
intelligence. You're smart. You're way smarter than your dad.
I'm kind of smart. I am actually pretty quick on my feet.
Okay. And just so we get it out of the way, can you cast magical spells?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. We just wanted to just get that out of the way right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm really good with my slingshot.
Okay, that's great. We might have to upgrade that once we fight a god, but it's okay.
Okay, well, I
That's
gotta
great.
start somewhere, right? Dad?
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna be great. Just follow my
Okay.
lead.
Okay.
Just stay with me at all times, and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. Okay, he goes over to his mom. Mom, I love you. Thank you so much. And Marble is crying, and she kisses him on the cheek, and she says, "You be safe, okay?" And he says, "Don't worry, I will. I got Dad with me." And he turns and looks at you, Flint, and he says, "First mission, be the first there." And he starts sprinting.
I let him sprint away, and I turn to Marble. I reach out my hand for a handshake.
She grabs your hand and she shakes your hand.
I will make sure that he's safe, and while I'm gone, if you have any friends that are single or never mind, it's fine.
She laughs and she says, "Flint, go have fun with your son."
I sprint away.
Okay.
Sprint after him.
Everybody in the Emerald Isle, I'm assuming, gets their stuff eventually and heads down to the main square as well.
Very not awkward at all.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
awkward
yeah.
tension.
I have
Uh,
a cramp.
I need Rosie and
Scoop Rosie
Chad
up.
to make Constitution saving throws for me.
You need
Oh,
who?
no.
Rosie and Chad, Constitution saving throws,
Oh
please.
God.
I'm carrying
That's one-
Rosie because
that's
I
one
just
good
said that
bear.
was happening. So
Come on, dude.
I got
13.
a
Okay.
21.
Okay. You don't upchuck after having as much. Your DC was a little bit higher, only nibbling, but Chad full on had 2 meals back
Yep.
to back. Actually, 4 meals because a good berry is like your daily's worth of
Yep.
nutrition. But it's probably, I'm assuming it's like bare minimum. Like what
It's
you
like a
need to
slow
survive.
release Tylenol, it just like gives you.
Yeah, exactly. And you all make your way to the square in front of the castle as you did just the previous night. And as you get there, everybody's concerned, worried. No one really knows what's happening. At the very bottom of the stairs, you see both foreign ambassadors and the Slayer Six, like kind of like looking at each other and like talking amongst themselves. Once again, there's a line of Gorahold guards that kind of separate the rest of the crowd from this like inner circle right at the very bottom of the stairs.
Is everyone there from the Slayer Six? Like all party members are there?
All six of them that you see are there. Yeah. The two ambassadors have both Mahathian and Taratian guard around them as well. So it's like in this, and then there's some like nobles of Gorahold, it seems, and so like in this inner circle, there's about like 30 people, and then there's a line of guards. Well, and then there's like about 5 feet of space, and then a line of guards, and then the rest of the crowd. I'm assuming you all kind of like push your way to the front. I will say,
carrying Rosie.
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Rosie's like, yeah.
I'm just holding her out in front.
I'm pretending like I'm calling for my friend up ahead, but there's no.
yeah.
Nice.
Good tactic. Good
Nice.
tactic. I will say, for the sake of ease, that you guys all get up pretty close to the line of guards. The guards are there, like just kind of stopping everybody. They're not actively like, it's not a riot. They're not pushing back on people, but they are all just standing at attention, and no one's going past them. And I will say, for the sake of ease, that Flint and Shale make their way up to the group. Shale looks at all of you and he goes, "Hey guys,
Oh my god.
Morning, Shale.
I'm gonna be joining you guys."
Meet the new member of A Little Help. Put my hand on his shoulder.
Whoa, no. Hey.
Well, hi, Shale. Welcome
Hi.
aboard. Put me down, Chad.
Yep.
I'm so excited. I really appreciate the opportunity.
You're like an actor, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I want to be.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you?
But you're
do
like
you
a
know,
musician.
What do you do?
Yeah, but I can also like cast spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Could you teach me how to cast spells?
No. I mean, maybe if we work on it, but like I'm not much of a teacher. I just can kind
Yeah,
of do it.
no. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna like reach up and pat his hand
Uh-huh.
and preemptively, just for care and kindness, I'm gonna cast my only 4th level spell slot using Death Ward. It lasts
Just make
for
that a
8
daily
hours.
thing, I guess.
You see, like, in kind of like an open area where Shale's shirt is just like open at the top of his collar. You see Rosie touch his shoulder, and in that open area, you see a symbol of Dune brightly glow on his chest, almost as if he was getting branded, but he just kind of looks down, obviously not feeling any pain from the moment, and the glow subsides, and the symbol kind of disappears, but every once in a while, as he like turns, you can like see it barely catch the light as you cast Death Ward on him, and he looks at you. What was that?
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do great.
Oh,
Just
that was cool.
yeah,
I've
you're
never
not.
had magic cast on me before.
Oh, get ready, kid,
As
because
every...
shit's gonna get weird.
Okay,
Last person
cool.
she cast that on died 12 hours later. So
No,
Well, it
he's
only
lying.
lasts 8
He's
hours,
lying.
so
He's
it was
lying.
on them at that point.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're not gonna die, Shale. Especially not Rosie.
Not in
think
8 hours.
yes.
Yeah.
You can be. It's now, Shale. You have 8 hours to be as reckless as possible.
No.
And I have other stuff. I have
no,
other
no.
stuff
Still
that I
being
can
safe.
after
Safety
that. So,
first.
yeah, but just
mhm.
chill, maybe.
That's
Take it
really
easy.
cool. Thank you guys. I'm so excited to see above ground. This is so cool.
Mhm.
What have we established? The ruckus? What's the
Yeah,
chaos?
what's going on, Flint?
good
What's
horn
the
or bad
good
horn?
word?
Yeah, what does that horn mean?
Bad horn.
They could
That's a
use a
good
new
question.
horn player.
That's a bad horn?
As you
Bad
all
horn.
are wondering what's going on, the crowd starts to murmur and shush each other as you see.
Everybody shut up!
As you see, a mustachioed dwarf goes around panicking, telling everybody to shut up.
My mouse isn't clicking.
No, it's clicking too much. It's the trackpad.
There's a
Yeah, I
PowerPoint
understand.
up on the stage, but it's not going anywhere. And it's just like it's never mind. All right. I was going too far with a bit. You see a dwarven noble, a man with kind of like gray hair, missing on the top, the sides long and pulled back into a long ponytail that falls. He doesn't have a beard, but he has a very long mustache that curls around and then he braids it under his chin. And he looks around and you see him yell out. He doesn't have the same pendant that Queen Jewel has. And he says, ladies and gentlemen of Hold, we bear sad news on this morning day. Queen Jewel Hammerdon has been killed. In the night, an assassin broke through our guard, and you just hear everybody just like gasps and like some immediate just like screams and sobs occurring. And the noble chat, yeah.
Two things. One, just to be safe, I am disguising with the scarf that Rosie gave, so I'm not
Okay, cool.
the
Yeah,
king.
I figured.
Yeah. And then, sorry, did you say that the like ambassadors within eye shot of where we were standing?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like they're past the guard, but they're like 5 feet away from you. Pretty
So
much.
I would, upon hearing that, insight check, if both of them, if I can, of just like if they were surprised by this news.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll
let's see.
an insight check.
Come on, Chad dice. Oh my god. So rude. Still an 18.
18. Okay, I didn't have my dice ready. Silly me.
Silly goose.
You look over. Ambassador Corvo seems very surprised by this. The Slayer 6 seems surprised, but somewhat disinterested, but definitely not surprised. Like they do seem surprised, but like they
care.
kind of don't care. Yeah. They seem to have a very like cool kid vibe. You know what I mean?
Like, she died, whatevs.
Ambassador Quintool kind of like puts his hand to his chest, and he's like taken aback. But it does seem as if that is feigned slightly.
Okay.
And the nobleman continues to speak. I know you all have many questions. We will have a convening of, and you just hear somebody yell, "Who's taking the throne then?" And everyone's like, yeah, and the nobleman, because as you would know, Flint, Queen Jewel Hammerdon has had no heirs yet, and the only living relative of the king who just recently passed would be her uncle, who has renounced his royal claim and runs a jeweler shop in the wealthy district, wanting to have never like been a part of this system. But you do see a couple of people like shouting his name, which is Stag Hammerdon. And so you hear a couple of people saying, "Stag should be king, Stag!" And you hear a couple of other people saying, like, "What of the council?" And the nobleman says, "The council will be meeting on all of this. We are going to reach out, and there are precedents, there is protocol for this situation. We simply ask for time to mourn the passing of our queen. We should all take this time to grieve in this moment and trust that the council will trust. What trust? You've been failing us lately." And just people, just like the crowd seems like definitely like taken aback by this information and starting to get a little bit rowdy. As a matter of fact, the Gorahold guard that are standing in front, they don't move and they don't like point their spears or anything, but they do like move their shields like to the side, like easier to get into an aggressive stance should they need to. And as this is happening, the Slayer 6 are kind of looking at each other. They look at Mattia Corvo. Mattia Corvo kind of like looks at them and like quickly like speaks, and they start to head to like their where their caravan would be kept. But they're stopped by the guard, and you see Mattia Corvo kind of like hushly like arguing with somebody, and you hear a couple other people say, what are the foreigners, this is convenient timing, and like blah blah blah. And you see like the Tarachian guard and Bahathian guard all start to get more aggressive stances as well, and it's starting to look like, I mean, there's like 3 different sets of guards like starting to like, and you know, it's the tensions are rising in this courtyard. And the nobleman just puts up his hands. We know that everyone is angry. We are figuring this out. Please leave this to those with authoritative power. And a like rotten mushroom is thrown from the crowd towards this nobleman, and he kind of like ducks for a second. The Gorahold guard get their spears and put them on their shields, pointing towards all of you. And the nobleman puts up both hands now, and he's like, please, everyone. Some people start to like run up to the guardsmen, and it's starting to get a little rough, but there's then a hush that falls over the crowd as on a large rock nearby there is a large green tiger with a flowing mane almost, that has paws on the tiger, that has paws on this rock, and is growling at one of the nearby guards. You notice that the druid of the Slayer Six is missing. And
Okay.
everybody kind of like quiets down as she wasn't directing it towards the audience, but was directing it towards the guards that are currently holding back the Slayer Six.
Nice.
But it does just kind of like quiet everyone down. And the nobleman speaks up and he says, please, there's no need for violence today. There's already been enough. We will figure out how this occurred. The murderers will be brought to justice, and Gorehold will remain as it has, strong for centuries to come. And Mattia Corvo kind of speaks up at this moment loudly, and she says, what of our pleas for assistance? What of our offers? And the nobleman kind of like looks to his fellow nobleman and like doesn't really know what to say. And Mattia just kind of like rolls her eyes and scoffs, and says, the Slayer Six and I will be returning to Bayhoff. And she looks over at the ambassador. Safe travelers, Quintu. And he kind of furrows his brow and looks over at her in disgust. And the nobleman signals for everybody to be dispersed, and the guards start like walking forward, like dispersing the crowd. What do all of you do?
To at least Rosie, because I know she's probably still closest to me, but if whoever's around, if I can like gather in and just say like, hey, so pretty sure Quintul did it. He did not seem surprised at all by that news. So I don't know what we do with that information. I'm kind of surprised because it seems like they were on the winning side, so I don't know why they killed the queen, but like he definitely didn't seem shocked by the news that she died.
I bet you Quintul will take up the reign, or at least push to take up the reign in the coming days. If that's
Should
the
we
case.
kill him?
Well, I don't know about killing him, but I mean, we already kind of talked about maybe going to Corvo and trying to get her on our side and giving her heads up. And I mean, maybe his whole plan was to pin it on Corvo and maybe the Slayer Six. So should probably give her the heads up, maybe. I don't know how we get an audience with her though.
At this time, you do see that Mattia Corvo and the Slayer Six have been let go and are starting to make their way away from the courtyard to where their carriage would be. You also see that Quintul is speaking with the nobles, and that a large gasp happens from one of the noble women as she's like looking, and Quintul is like nodding his head. and you see a couple of the handmaidens of Queen Jewel Hammerdon be called over, and they like their heads are lowered and they kind of like nod their heads as well. And the noble people are like kind of looking at each other, talking to each other, but you don't really know what's going on.
I bet you he's planting the seeds.
I could definitely let Mattia know right
Yeah,
now.
Maybe just send her a message.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to do that, guys? Do we? That's like putting ourselves in the middle of this.
Has the Silver Steps had like business with Corvo? Like, have I, as like May or Quinn, had any run-ins with Corvo?
No, I mean,
We just know who
well,
she is.
at this point 35 years ago, but what was 20 years ago, the assassination of Duke Alistair Corvo happened, and then in those 20 years she started rising in the social political game, until she eventually became ambassador. You personally never would have had any run-ins with her, but you do know that she's like a pretty well-respected individual, and didn't really fall in line with the council on certain things, was very like pro citizen of Behath, and like less pro, and like kind of anti-government in a way, which is, she was unique in that way. And so that's pretty much all that you would know of her.
I think worth a shot to reach out.
Yeah, maybe at least get to talk to her.
I believe they killed her. And we don't even have a
Flint,
good successor. I mean, I know someone who'd be a great king.
Who?
Who?
My son
I just like look at
Shale.
everybody. Don't open it.
You look around, Shayla's not around you.
Fuck.
Oh, hell.
God.
Oh, nine hells.
I cast the spell message,
Okay.
and I point in a direction that I think is the most likely direction that he headed.
Which would be?
The most likely direction.
Yeah, whatever direction that I think would be most likely.
I mean, I love how you worded that, and it does seem like that would work pretty well for you, but I would like to know the direction that you think.
Okay, like exactly opposite of the line of guards, like basically back the way we came.
You don't get a response.
I have its message, so I do like a radar where I just go.
Okay, yeah. Eventually you're like, Shale. And eventually you get a ping pointed right directly at the nobles and Quintul talking. And you look over there, and kind of like hidden by like the dresses of some handmaidens, you see Shale like leaning over and like listening to their conversation.
Shale.
I sent him a message. Shale, what are you doing? Shale, what are you doing?
You see him like kind of get freaked out. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't know what's happening.
It's your father. I am talking in your head because I'm a powerful adventurer.
No.
Hey, listen. I just need to know.
You see the handmaiden look down at Shale after he out loud says "Dad," and she looks at him. She goes, "Oh," and she like kind of kicks at him, and he looks over at her and he says, "All right, well, fuck you then, calling me a bitch, but yeah, man." He just like walks away, acting drunk. The guards just kind of like push him away, and then he immediately like sobers up and runs over to you. "Oh, Dad, first mission was very successful."
Oh, God.
Okay, first of all, don't sneak off like that without telling me. Second of all, what'd you get? What's the scoop?
Apparently, the Queen is married. Guess who? Guess to who? Guess to who? Dad,
Is
guess.
it the king? Is it the king?
Quintul.
Not me.
How did you know that? And he looks at Chad.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she apparently had a secret marriage with Prince Rain over at the Kingdom of Tayaroth, and so now, kind of by right, Prince Rain should be the leader of Gora Hold. That would put an elf in the lead position of Gora Hold, Dad. That would be crazy.
Oh,
What?
fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
No elf
Okay,
is gonna be in a leader position in Gora Hold.
I think people are definitely gonna have a problem with it, but by our traditions, she got married. The handmaidens and Ambassador Quintal were there. It was a secret marriage. They all witnessed it.
We should message Corvo like right now.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
I'm so proud of you,
Put out
Shale.
a-
What
Yeah,
is
that
it?
was great. Like high
Killing
five,
rain.
man. I'll give him a big high five.
Oh yeah, he looks up at you. High fives. Yeah, you heard him, and he tries to like show that it didn't hurt, but it hurt.
Thankfully, you cast Death Ward on.
Yeah, Chad, high five from Chad at level 1. So you send a message to Corvo.
What do I say? Oh Lord, does she come with
Maybe
us?
try to
Do we get
set
her
up
out of
a
here?
meeting?
Is there any way
Yeah.
that we should like maybe walk and do all of this at the same time?
Yeah.
The guards are
Walk
starting to look a little
Should we-
angry.
Yeah, maybe head where their carriage is heading.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Right, roundabout
Wherever
way.
maybe
yeah.
they're staying,
Flint,
just-
do you know where that could be? And you know where the Royal Sables would be.
But everyone, follow me.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
We could
Maybe
set up
say-
a meeting in our room at the Emerald Isle.
Say like we overheard the meetings yesterday and have important information.
Come to the Emerald Isles.
Maybe just we overheard or we have important. I don't want her to think we're like spying on her meetings too. So maybe just we have
That's a-
important information.
we
and
wanna
just-
help.
Yeah, we're here to help. We don't want the Warhold in the war, and definitely not with the Empire. So we should work together. Something within the word limit that I think you have with that message. I don't
You'll
know. I
figure it out,
rambled a little
Rosie.
bit.
I have full faith in you.
Oh. Oh boy.
Take these 9 ideas and condense them into
Yeah.
whatever 25 words, whatever it is.
This
Yeah.
feels like when I was driving with my mom, my dad, and my brother in the car yesterday, and they all wanted me to go on different paths. That's exactly what this feels like. Okay. And I'll scrunch up my eyes, and I'll
Okay.
cast Sending to Corvo,
Okay.
and I'll say, "Hello, this message is for Mattia. I am a friend. We have information. You may be in danger. Come to
6
the
words left.
Emerald Isle. We'll meet downstairs."
A moment passes, and you hear a response. Actually, wait. Interesting point of order. Actually, hold on just a second.
What?
What is so interesting, Zach?
How interesting could it be? More interesting than saving Corvo?
Saving the
Um,
world.
I haven't even talked to my wife. How interesting could this be?
Oh no.
Is you alive? I don't know. How interesting is this?
Just give me a second, yo.
Nope.
One.
Instant gratification. 1 second. Timed up.
1 Mississippi.
I've already started drinking.
Okay. Sending.
Rosie now has a
okay,
flask.
all right.
What about
you get
sending?
nothing. You get a response. And she says, I am not sure who you are.
Mhm.
I could use a little more convincing. Although, quite interesting that you can communicate with me. I'm listening.
What'd she say?
What'd she say?
What'd she
I like
say?
out loud. I say, "This bitch."
Rosie.
Literally.
I mean, you didn't
gave
really give her anything concrete, you know.
But I said I'm a friend.
Right.
When she
And
should just believe you.
Yeah,
could be
because
lying.
listen to me. I sound like Fran Drescher. Like, who's gonna believe that I'm not a friend?
Tell
It's
her
just-
it's a little help.
I don't
can't-
know.
I don't know if we're actually.
I don't know if it would help or hurt to say that you're with Silver Step. She's probably heard of our family, but I
Oh,
don't know where. I mean, we're from Barrington,
I mean, maybe just say we know
Bayhoff.
that
Bayhoff. That's what I said.
we know
That's
that
what Quinn said.
Quinn Toole is like working the nefarious stuff. Like he's got a plan up his sleeve. Zzz.
Well,
We have a
where
way to turn the
is
tides of
she?
the war. Maybe put something.
Yeah.
Do we
yeah.
see her? Can I see her?
Yeah, you're like walking pretty similar paths. She's a little bit further ahead of you, but yeah.
Could just go walk up to her.
Just
Yeah,
say,
I was
look
like,
behind you.
where?
They're currently like basically they're like following a wall around the palace that is going to lead to a gate that goes kind of back into another back courtyard where the royal stables are.
And
But
she's
that has
heavily
guards in
guarded.
front of it, so you guys won't be able to get to. I mean, she's surrounded by Bahathian guard and the Slayer 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just say we
One of
overheard.
whom is currently a tiger that's just walking along the
Yeah.
stone path.
Super cool.
Um,
Maybe give like a sprinkle of information, but not all of it. Like don't mention.
chair, throw me.
Okay. wait. What?
How far is she?
We just have to walk.
I've been
I
saying
mean, maybe
that to my
just say-
third graders. You just have to walk.
Maybe just send like one more message before I
Oh,
throw
God,
you,
that's
and then
so
I mean, that's a
She
whole
can make
other
me just-
spell. We could just like.
invite
That's
us
what I'm
where she
saying.
is. It's a little bit probably more secure than the Emerald Isle. I'm just saying, if she's
Flint has message
hesitant
instead of
and we
sending.
throw Rosie at her,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Oi, Corvo!
Who is that?
Edmund.
Edmund.
I'll
Mattia
just like smile and wave.
Mattia just stops in her tracks and looks back, and so does pretty much everybody else. She
Hey.
kind of like tilts her head.
Hi, we're friends.
She looks at the Slayer 6 and kind of like shrug. Talia is looking right at you, Quinn.
I was gonna wink at Talia. I was gonna wink and be like, "Remember me?"
After you do that, Talia leans over to Mattia and whispers something in her ear, and Mattia kind of nods her head.
Who's Talia?
And Talia is Talia Starlight, one of the Slayer 6.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I thought
Talia
it
and
was
Tarek.
Tulia.
Oh no, sorry, it is Tulia. It is Tulia.
Okay.
Tulia.
Sorry, not to call you out,
Tulias.
but I was because Talia.
Let me
is
make sure.
Ganondale.
Yeah, Tulia. Yeah,
It is Tulia.
Okay.
So yeah.
I was like, Talia's here.
No, and that's Thalia technically. But similar enough, yeah. So anyway, all these names.
All my friends.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, she kind of whispers something over to Mattia. Mattia, you can't hear her, but she audibly says something to her guards, and then looks over at you and gestures all of you to come over.
Throw me.
I'll pick her up like I will, but then I'll just carry her.
You're all welcomed. The guards, the Bahathian guard kind of split. The Slayer 6 are just kind of standing there. The tiger is on its back legs, just like licking its paw. Yidro is standing directly behind Mattia. The two Starlight twins are on either side of her. And then Jaina and Broak are off to the side, just kind of talking to each other, not really paying attention to what you guys are doing. And Mattia looks down at all of you, and she looks at you, Rosie. So you're the one who just spoke in my mind, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Hello, my name is Rosie. These are. This is my group. Our group.
Julia says, "A little help." So
I
you
try
heard
not to
that.
look excited that she knows who we are.
No, we actually we don't need any help. Oh wait.
And
Just
Tarek,
slap Flint.
Tarek speaks up and he kind of smiles and he says, "Yes, our friend Jorik mentioned you." Jorik is
He's the
Jorik
boxer.
is the boxer dwarf who took you to the temple.
Oh, right.
Oh God.
Yeah, we had able to help
Well, it's
Jork with a
lovely to-
little problem. So,
Yes.
little help, that's what we do.
It's because we're
Julia,
little, but we're mighty.
Julia looks over at you, Chad. Maybe not that little of a problem, though.
Oh boy.
And then Mattia says, well, if you would like to speak to me, you can accompany us to our carriage. We can
Yeah.
speak in there privately.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but maybe we should get somewhere outside of Gora Hold's earshot.
That's currently what we're trying to do by getting into our carriage and leaving Gora Hold.
Okay.
How'd you enjoy your stay here so far?
It was quite abysmal. Thanks. Shale kind of looks over at you, Flint. Like, what a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm about to say don't say those words. Then Rosie said, "I'm like, yeah, you can say it."
But yes, we would love to accompany you
Wonderful.
and speak further.
Great. Well, please. And Mattia turns and walks, and the two Starlight twins kind of look at both of you, and then very eerily turn in at the same time and walk after Mattia.
Fucking twins.
We're not that creepy.
Yeah.
Right, I mean,
Yidro-
like that level of creepy twins, you know?
Yidro, the black tabaxi, is standing there looking at all of you and then steps to the side as if for all of you to go ahead of him.
I'll just start walking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bow.
Yeah. Everybody continues to walk. Yidro is definitely the most like military trained out of all of these people, and he just like about faces right when you guys walk away and then follows you very studiously. You are all taken past a gate where the Gorahole guards immediately let them out or let them in. Inside, it's not too far inside, is the royal stables where there are a lot of giant beetles. But also some horses from the carriages of both Tayaroth and Behath. Actually, the Behathian soldiers have ram goats as their steeds.
All down there.
There are two carriages, one for the Slayer Six and one for Mattia. She looks to all of you and she says, "Please, you're welcome to join me in my carriage." And she looks to Tulia and she says, "Tulia, will you join us, please? The rest of you, you can do whatever you'd like." And the Slayer Six kind of just like you see like Broak just like grumbles and walks over to the carriage. Jaina looks at all of you and just bows deeply and walks away. Jaina is the woman with long black robes and like a twisted black staff that ends in a black fist up at the very top of the staff. Then the tiger just kind of like chuffs at all of you and then walks over to the carriage. Tarek looks at his sister, gives her a little kiss on the cheek, and then walks to their carriage.
I'll just look at Mandy like, let's not.
Look at Mamie.
Mattia walks up into her carriage.
I'll follow.
You walk up into the carriage and it's strange. It's a very narrow looking carriage from the outside. Pretty similar to like what one of the wagons on the Patchwork Caravans was. But then as soon as you pull the fabric aside, you walk in to like a large lounge area, very clearly like a little magical pocket dimension that is carted around.
Another 15 years, mark it.
I don't want to go in there, Chad. Put me down.
She just kind of like gestures for all of you to make yourselves at home and sit down.
Nice.
And she walks over to a little cart, pours some tea. "Thank you. You get to a high-ranking enough position in a city as large as Behath, and you start to get at least some amenities. Some of which I roll my eyes at, some of which I welcome handsomely." As she like starts to pour the tea for
I have
anybody
my
who likes
own
some.
lounge pocket dimension.
Oh, wonderful! Congratulations.
We've never seen it, so I'm not 100% sure it exists. But
Yes.
Anyway,
This is cooler.
renovations.
Tulia sits in one of the wooden chairs at a nearby table and like very classically like puts it up on its back legs and then puts her foot on the table and like is there just kind of like balancing, lounging back as she looks at all of you.
Oh, you're so tough.
Do you say that?
No, but if I can, are we already past her, or can we still walk by her?
It's kind of it's a large lounge area, but it's not large enough that there's like really any pass. Like you're all within like 5-10 feet of each other.
Okay, I would want to go to like I'm gonna go sit in the chair next to her.
Uh-huh.
And I want to knock one of the legs of the chair.
Of hers?
Yeah.
Okay, roll
Rosie.
an
Rosie's getting that
athletics check.
feisty.
Roll a what?
An
I
athletics
just had
check.
to sit down. Now we're gonna start a fucking war.
Yep.
She's too
We're gonna
full of
make
herself.
arch nemesis out of the Slayer 6.
And that is an athletics. It's a 10.
You kick the leg of the chair, and it snaps off, and the chair falls down. But you look at her, and she hasn't even changed position. And you look down, and her leg that is not balancing her on the table has quickly replaced where the chair was. It is pointed down, and she kind of stands up on that leg and looks at you. Feisty.
Wow,
I
you're
like
a little
it.
more together than I thought.
Oh, I'm much more together than you can imagine.
And I'll sit down in the chair next to her.
Okay. She not having a chair now, kind of like turns around and like puts her like sits up on the table so that basically like where you are, like this is like the side of her if she's like sitting like right next to you now. She kind of just looks down at you, and her legs are just swinging from the table, and she's just like looking at you.
You remind me of my daughter.
Oh, she must be very beautiful and exotic.
So, any way?
Mattia
With
says,
the
Mattia looks over at Tulia, and she says, Tulia, can you please put it in your pants? And Tulia just kind of rolls her eyes and stands up and like goes up over against a wall and like crosses her arms and is looking at all of you. Mattia says, so Tulia told me that you all were in possession of the Rusifta ruby.
There's
exactly.
rumors.
Well, we have it on pretty good authority. Jorik seemed to explain the whole thing. Is that Jorik was his name? Tulia kind of nods her head. Well, you must be a pretty formidable group to have come across a possession so powerful.
Yep.
That in and of itself has earned you the right to speak in front of me today, and if you are true in giving me information you're about to give me, then I will owe you a great favor. So please divulge what you've learned.
I think we should just get right into it, and I'll kind of like look to everybody of just like, can I just go and say,
Get down to brass tacks, yeah. Sure.
So we first saw less than any shock on Quinn Toole when the news struck that the Queen had been murdered. And in doing so, one of our members went to spy on a conversation that he was having with some of the Queen's maidens, and it turns out she had a secret wedding with the King of the Empire.
Wait, who are you?
I have like the scarf here, like here, just so I can talk. So like just this much of my face you can see. Well, we're a little help, and we
No.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
I'll kind of like look around to everybody again of like I'm getting a yes and a no, and I don't know what to do.
Can I hold an action for the reveal of this?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you hold?
I would like to hold Okay.
Chain lightning.
No, I would like to hold a sacred flame on Tulia.
Okay.
So
What's the trigger?
If the reveal causes Tulia to like attack or like
Okay, so if Tulia
cause
starts to
harm.
show an act of aggression, you'll sacred flavor. Cool.
to show the trust that we have for you and to show that we are a trustworthy party, I will let you know this. Please, it's a shock. Please don't come at me, but I'm not who you think I am, and I'll kind of take off the scarf and show my full appearance.
I'll press the digitation some wind so like it blows Chad's
I
hair.
was like, ah.
Interesting.
I insight check that. Interesting.
Sure, yeah.
We're all like, we're in a small caravan.
18.
18.
Ooh.
I'm going to send you something on Discord.
Oh,
Whisper.
Don't make me start playing jazz. Shit's gonna get real.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're typing.
We have to see if May is gonna start shooting people.
We gotta detect thoughts.
She flirt with me?
Rosie's
Who
still
knows?
stuck on that.
Is that what that was?
I mean, she could have been referring to her ego, but
Probably.
you know.
Okay.
So Mattia looks at you. Interesting. So you're not the prince. I can tell enough of a difference. Who are you?
I'm actually Chad. Tajimi Strongjaw. Chadwick.
You are Rain. Well, that's what he goes by now. I don't know if you've.
Oh, I didn't know, but
Yes,
I thought he still went by Sonny, maybe.
It was
but...
a big, long reveal that Chadwick Strongjaw, his real name was Rain, and he was the heir to the kingdom of Tirat. It was a big reveal. And you are saying that you are Chad. So who is standing in your place?
He's my twin brother.
An asshole.
Yeah, that definitely.
Julie
a bit
says,
of a psychopath.
A twin.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. But yeah, his name is actually Sonny, actually. Son and Rain, I guess. My dad liked that, but
roll a persuasion check at advantage. You're telling the truth.
I don't want to use that dice.
I'm like nudging Shale, like this is all true, and Chad is a part of our party.
Shale is mind blown by everything that's happening.
Also, go ahead and introduce yourself to the Slayer 6 when you get a chance.
He is staring at Julia quite often.
Thank goodness for advantage, so that makes it a 24.
Quite interesting. Why have you not come forward before?
I mean, it's kind of my word versus his. We kind of lost 15 years too. It's a whole thing, which is why he was able to kind of take my name and story, and I was the champion of Fallen, like actually, and then we kind of got stuck somewhere for 15 years and just returned. It's been a whole thing.
I would love to cast a surface level detect thoughts.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
You hear at the surface level, this is very interesting. Why would he not have come forward before? I believe him, but this is how do we get others to believe this? What kind of proof can we get? This could help me. This could help me find him. This could help me get everything I've ever wanted. And she kind of she looks at you, Chad, and she says, right. Would you be interested in speaking to the Bahathian Council? Chancellor Corinth, maybe.
Maybe eventually. I think we're kind of far away from that, dealing with maybe the first step in Gora Hold with the whole making sure Gora Hold isn't, now under my brother's reign as well.
Well, isn't the most important thing ending this war?
I feel like that this is part of that. If we can, I mean, if Gorahold joins the war against you, that won't really help
why would they do such a thing, especially now with the queen being dead?
because of the wedding that I
Marriage
mentioned.
thing.
That my brother's married to the queen, and by right is now the heir to this throne
Also, like,
as well.
please don't be mad, but yesterday you might have noticed just a little spider in the meeting on the ceiling, and that was me. And I did hear them say that they never planned on talking about any kind of deal. They always knew which way they were gonna go.
It was a sham. It was a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Please
were
don't be mad.
we were gonna meet with you today to actually try to figure out a plan,
Mhm.
but then the queen died,
Mhm.
and so
We're
it
on
had to be
Team
a new
Bayhoff.
plan. It's true.
Kinda.
Or just
Interesting.
team against my brother, really.
This is a lot to take in. I'm sure you can understand. I expected Gorehold to not come to our assistance, but yet again, I expected them to come to the assistance of no one, if I'm being quite frank. If Prince Rain would have a hold north so close to Bayhoth, that would be the end of this war.
Yep.
What do you plan to do here? Wouldn't the easiest thing be to stop Rain himself?
Feels
Well-
like maybe on our to-do list.
We can get close enough.
But what could you do here?
Well, we came here for another reason.
Yeah, we were gonna leave here soon.
A little bigger picture than the war. Something
Well, what's
Kind
your
elsewhere.
plan then?
We're kind of free agents at this point. Looking
Yeah.
for direction we want.
Well, then shouldn't you come and speak with the Council of Bayhoth?
Well, that's a big step. That's kind of putting all our cards on the table.
And where else would you put them, might I ask you?
Well, we have a couple other things. We have some
Right, yeah,
primordial hearts.
we're planning on.
Oh.
That was Edmund, and he kind of gets cut off when you say that because Mattia looks immediately over to you.
Oh,
Oh, you're
heck.
looking for the primordial hearts.
Well, artifacts and, my family is, and my child is still maybe petrified. I don't know. I should probably check in on that. There's a lot going on right now. We don't have a lot of time to go to Bayhoth to talk to some chancellor.
We were trying to stop a really bad organization, and I guess we kind of maybe did that. But so it's just like.
Do you have
some
any
stuff.
sponsorship deals for us to take this on?
We're looking to take on some new
Oh, God.
sponsorships.
The
That's fun.
Slayer Six are currently looking for the primordial hearts for themselves.
Ugh.
Why?
Perhaps an arrangement could be made, seeing as how you have one already.
Well, I mean, whether or not we have one is still, I think.
I don't think it is.
Mystery. I mean, we don't really know. No one can really say for sure.
Maybe we
Yeah.
do.
Well, it's also not like it anymore.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, Chad.
Well, I mean, if Jork told them everything, they probably just they know everything. So
Jork's a liar,
Tilia
that's pretty
speaks
okay.
up. Oh, he told us everything.
Insight check.
Go ahead. Roll inside check.
I knew we couldn't trust Jork. Should have killed him when we had the chance.
21.
I'm going to send you something in Discord.
secrets.
Secrets are so fun.
I will also during this at some point telepathically say to Quinn, she's looking for someone.
Did she say who?
She said that having Chad here could help her find him.
Maybe she's looking for Rain or
Also-
Sunny.
Does she seem a lot older than she looks? Like
No.
wiser than her years, but in like an eerie way.
To be honest, I've mostly been looking at Tulia, so I don't know. I haven't really been.
Yeah, you have bad taste, Quinn.
All right.
I lower my eyes at Tulia, and my hands become a little bit more spicy with the held sacred
My
flame.
hands become more spicy.
Like
hands.
there's like a
little
control-
crackling of energy.
a little
Yeah.
control issue happening.
Do you try to hide that?
No.
She looks down at you. Mattia kind of looks over. Do we have a problem?
I shake it off. No.
Listen, if you really think that you have better things to do than stop a war, then I am not going to hold you against your will. But if you do decide to help us end the siege of Barrington, perhaps, and she kind of looks over at Rosie, or any other unnecessary innocent deaths, then please, you know where to find me.
How did you know about Barrington? Why
I
did you
mean-
look at me when you...
Is that not where you're from?
Would she know that?
That's where a little help originated from, isn't that correct? We tend to get information we need quickly and
But she looked
efficiently.
at me.
Well, you did have spicy hands.
You did.
Damn it.
And we kind of originated on the road to Barrington, if we're being pedantic.
Right.
True.
True.
But
Well, who
You don't know
can
everything.
who can afford to? I mean, of course you can afford to be pedantic at a time like this. There's only a war going on.
sure. I mean, we were also just kind of dropped into this war very quickly and don't know what happened.
Listen, like I said, I'm not holding you against your will. I've given you the solution that I think would be best. If there anything else you need from me?
Well, I think at least where I'm still confused is how us talking to the council will help not help right
Because
now with Gora
as of
Holt.
as of right now, my word is the only word that would be able to convince them to do anything with this information. Whereas having you there right in front of them, talking to them, they would be a lot easier to convince. And yet again, I propose, what is your worry of Gora Hold? Is Prince Rain here? No. So what is the threat currently facing Gora?
He could be here tomorrow. He could be here today. We don't know.
He could have
He could be here
killed
right now.
Hamadon.
And yet the quickest, most efficient way to rid ourselves of him is to provide the world with the real Rain. And she looks over at Chad. Am I not correct? And whose help do you need to do that?
A little help.
Maybe one of the warring countries involved?
Yeah. Ow.
Who are you looking for?
She kind of tilts her head. I'm sorry?
He said, "Who?"
I'm good at reading people. It seems like you're looking for someone.
Actually, you know what?
Fireball.
I need to look up something on Detect Thoughts, actually.
Uh-oh.
You did not catch any thoughts from her.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
No, something blocked you.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
well, dang.
And
But
so
I
you
didn't
didn't
tell you
tell
that,
Quinn
Quinn.
what he said. But that also in and of it, you might have told Quinn, hey, I tried to read her thoughts and I wasn't able to.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I also still would have said the thing about her seeming older than she looks.
Yeah.
I didn't
was
say
just insight.
who are you looking for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot something about Detect Thoughts. And she says, so I understand that him coming to Gora is obviously going to be a very bad thing, but I hold no authority here in Gora. Neither do you. Where I do hold authority is in Bayhoth, and I feel like that is where I can get this information spread as quickly as possible to the appropriate people.
How are you getting to Bayhoff? You just riding a caravan there?
Yes, carriage.
They didn't give you like teleportation or anything. Someone of your stature.
Well, I could teleport myself, but I would not be able to teleport all of you.
Right. All right. Yeah. Well, when are you leaving?
Well, it's hard to notice being in here, but we're already on our way.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of think we should go, you guys.
I think we are going.
To Bayhoth?
I mean,
Do I still have that connection with May?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And even if not, you twins definitely know like a look that makes her establish it with you.
It's like, didn't we leave Bayhoth because people were looking for me?
Yeah, but what if we have the heads of the government on our side?
All right.
What do you think?
How? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. Everything's just happening so fast, and I'm afraid.
Me too.
How long is the journey from Gorehold down to Bayhoth by carriage?
It'll be roughly 2.5, 3 weeks.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if there's anything we want to tidy up in Gorehold and meet you in Bayhoth and
That's 100% your prerogative.
I'm not saying this. Didn't we teleported to Gorehole?
right. That's what I was.
So
Yeah.
Can we just like pop back?
That's what I was thinking. And
She
if
is she doesn't know this.
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we had something still in Old Gora to get.
Yes. Yeah.
And how far away is Old Gora? Like, could it
5
be a
days.
feasible thing to like do that and then teleport and still meet them?
5 days journey to Old Gora, and then
Oh, yeah.
5 days
A
back.
lot
Okay.
can happen in 2.5 weeks. That I feel like we shouldn't just
That's
travel.
true. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should meet you there.
Yeah, we have other ways of getting there. We're pretty powerful.
Wonderful. Please see yourselves out. I look forward to meeting you in Bayhoth once you arrive. Please head to the council hall, tell them you're looking for me, and hand them this. And she reaches into her pocket and she brings out a gold coin. And both sides
Coin, of course.
it's a little bit bigger than a normal realm coin. And both sides have the head of Alistair Corvo on it.
Corvo coin.
Go ahead and roll history checks, all of you.
Ooh.
I lean down to Shale and say, I don't understand any of this politics stuff. It's mostly much more exciting normally.
19.
21.
7.
You said history.
Yes.
13.
18.
What'd you get, Chad?
7.
Okay. Maywin. When she gives you that coin, something triggers in you, and you remember something, but you can't quite put your tongue on it.
Mhm.
Maybe if you thought about it harder later, but...
Okay.
All right.
Is the carriage stopped? Like, do we
Yeah,
just
so you
jump
gonna
out?
pull
Is
over?
I can, and she just walks to the entrance of the carriage, and she
Stop.
sticks her heads out and just and the carriage comes to a stop. You all exit the carriage. You are like close to the entrance / exit of Gorehold, like right on the edge of the city. And she lets all of you out. Tulia also walks out. You see that the other wagon is continuing to go, and you also see that they're actually going in a different direction. The wagon of the Slayer 6 seems to be heading on the pathway, Flint, that leads north of Gorehold, which is a much less traveled path. And Tulia just like kind of looks at all of you, waves her head like almost like very flirty, and then sprints off after the wagon.
Tulia. I just want to say that my son Shale here is a big fan. Shale, say hi.
She bends down, gives Shale a little kiss on the cheek, and then she tusses his hair and she says, "Good travels to all of you." And she turns and runs.
I wanted to grab Tulia's hand and just be like, "Until we meet again," and I'll bow. The two of
Oh,
them.
okay. You grab her.
Stop.
You grab her hand.
All of you, my lord, show some respect for yourselves.
It's not me for once.
Yeah,
I'm shocked, honestly.
I say that out loud.
And she kind of looks at you, Rosie. What's your problem with me?
Don't worry about it. Toots.
Oh, jealousy's not a good color on you, babes. And she runs away.
I'm old enough to be your mother.
I don't like her either, Rosie.
And she turns back around.
I like her.
Oh, I know. And it must have been a long time since you looked as good as me. And then she runs out of earshot.
I don't like her anymore.
I throw a rock at her.
I was like, I'm the one with a freaking smoking hot wife. Shut up. Ugh, Julia.
And Mattia looks over at you and she says, she kind of rolls her eyes and she says, the Slay Six have been a wonderful asset to the city of Bayhoff, but they are egomaniacal idiots sometimes.
Well, if you ever need a little help.
Yeah. Feel free to put up posters in Bayhoff of our group, and we're willing to take
I will say, the Slayer Six are looking for the primordial hearts for me. And if you were able to come across one, or would be willing to part with the Recifter Ruby, I would be willing to pay you handsomely.
Why do you want
How
that?
handsomely?
Two types of people.
She looks at Quinn. She looks at Quinn, and without missing a beat, she says, 20,000 per stone. Platinum, that is, of course. And then
wait, 20,000
Quinn stops
platinum?
himself from fainting.
Correct, yes.
Um,
And then she looks over at Maywin and she says, for sentimental reasons.
My insight check that?
Sure.
Would you date a god?
Can I as well?
9.
Sure, I'll give you an insight check.
I'm already handing her the Recifter Ruby. I'm not.
Insight. 23.
Seems that she's telling the truth. It does seem to be for sentimental reasons, something very, very close and personal to her. Seems to be the reason that she wants these rubies. And she seems, with the 23, she seems pretty desperate to have them.
I bet we can talk her up.
Should we show it to her and see what happens?
I'm not.
No. Thank you. Bye.
If we
come across it, we'll let you know.
Please. And she bids you all a good day and turns back into the carriage. And her carriage starts to go away.
20,000 platinum.
That's a lot of gold. Do you realize
Yeah.
that's 200,000 gold pieces?
That's a shit ton of money.
So much money.
We could
buy
just
a
And I mean,
house like a the Slayer
She
Six.
wasn't.
Quinn, is this
she
what you
wasn't
feel
lying.
like?
all the time.
She wasn't lying. It's like not agreed or seems like not a nefarious thing that she wants them. I mean,
Well,
I don't know what she
What
could do with
sentimental
them,
reason
but
would she want them for?
It's
I don't
not
know.
good. It can't be good.
Roll a history check.
Me?
Anybody wants to.
I will.
I want to.
11.
I don't have good history.
Pretty
though.
high DC on this.
No, 18.
Is 5 good?
Yes.
It's good in
19?
your system, Matt.
Yes.
In
Full
space.
success.
Yeah.
Rosie, your last one I ever heard.
Oh, I wasn't really rolling.
Okay, cool. Rosie doesn't care.
She's just glaring after Julia.
Yeah, my spicy hands are back.
I love spicy hands. All right, so where do you all head? I kind of agree with what Chad said. By the way, I mean, Old Gora is so close, and I don't know when we'll
Yeah.
ever be this close again.
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta pop up there, and
We
if
might
it's
as
only
well clear the cache, you know.
yeah less than a week away, we could easily do that. Be back and teleport, and probably still beat her, even if there's any other
But
stuff
do you
we want to
think
make.
that the shop owner will let us go back?
Yeah, absolutely no problem. I'll use my dwarvish charm.
Perfect. And if not,
For
Quinn
the
can
right
just pay him.
price.
Oh yeah, Quinn.
Well,
could
what,
just
Quinn?
right, okay.
Which the richest one in the
And that
group.
time I'll actually like laugh and be like, Jocelyn.
Well, because you guys are close enough to the exit of the city, you are pretty close to the other stables of Gorahold, not the one that has the giant beetles, but this one actually houses like normal travelers, their steeds and stuff like that. So you would be able to find
Hear
either
that, Flint?
you could
Normal.
find some horses, you could find some ram goats, you could find some beetles if you wanted to. Well, whatever you wanted to find to use as your steed to leave Gorahold.
Is there a really tiny pony?
Yes.
I want that one.
Yeah,
What's
because,
his name?
but seriously, they do have, I mean, shorter mounts for shorter people. I mean, this is dwarven country, so the pony's name is Roger.
Oh, hi, Roger. I love you. I love you.
Do we have any other business in Gorehold that we need to
I mean,
wrap up before we?
I feel like
Nope, I
maybe
don't think so.
some-
I think we're good. I think we're
No,
I think we're super ready to go above ground, right?
I mean,
guys?
we
Calm
haven't
down,
even
Shale.
been to the forge yet. I mean,
Spas.
oh, the
We had that
spas. With a spa, we haven't been to the forge. I mean,
Maybe
Oh,
we should
different,
Flint
right?
do
has talked
maybe.
about is like,
Can we hit those maybe on the way back?
Because we'll have time, right? Where if we're gonna just
Well,
teleport,
I mean,
we'll have some
when
time
would
to
it be
go.
better to go into the Diamond Springs? Right now or right after traveling for 10 whole days?
I mean, if we want to like buy something that takes time to make, though, maybe we put
What-
it in order and pick it
That's
up on the way
right.
back.
What do you mean on the way back? Aren't we going to go Old Gora and then going to Bayhoff? No.
No,
Well,
we
we
don't
come
have a
back
way to
here
get
to
to Bayhoff.
teleport.
We gotta get we gotta get back to what's his
So
It's
why are
gonna
we
take,
going to
like-
Old Gora? I'm confused. Sorry, this is
Old
Quinn
Gora,
talking, not Eric.
Old
Eric.
Gora is where the old Temple of Mishra is, and where another magic
That's right.
artifact that could.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thanks
Um,
everybody for filling Quinn in.
And no, I know Old Gora like the back of my hand and went on a couple of field trips there, so I think I
Insight
could-
check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
How confident am I right now?
I just-
Literally, with this dice, I have only rolled 10s today. It's still an 18 because I have good insight, but only 10s with my
Jesus.
Chad dice.
Better
he
insight
has
than I
taken
do.
he has taken field trips to Gorahold, but with an 18, you can tell that he probably doesn't know much about Old Gora, because Old Gora is like classically like a cursed place. And any kind of field trips there were definitely on the exterior boundaries of this place.
Look
looking
at it.
inward. Yeah.
It's a drive-by.
Exactly. It's a
Yeah.
kind of a drive-by place
Gotcha.
for sure.
Okay. I'll like
Unless, yeah,
not
unless,
call
you
him
know,
out on it,
stuff
but
like
know
Flint's
that
backstory, I don't know that he like.
I won't call him out on it, but I'll know that when we get here, if he confidently is like this way, I'm gonna be like, maybe not.
Okay, cool. So where do you go?
I mean, if I'm outvoted about going to the forge or someplace, I just,
Well, yeah, we should put an order in if we're
Yeah.
if we're doing
Yeah, we could
stuff.
go there and then
Get
head
Shale
out.
some armor.
Ooh,
Also-
yeah.
I
That would
have
be
to
nice.
find a new
Are
bag
we-
of holding. If...
another bag. Yeah, so just like a
Yeah.
quick shop.
Hey Flint. And I kind of like pull you out of Shale's.
Yeah.
Shale, could you come over here?
Yeah, sure. Ooh, a saxophone. What's that?
I'll teach him some improv warm-ups.
We'll just walk and talk to the
Zip,
shops.
Zap.
Zap, zap.
Just back and forth. It's just the two of them.
I get
Um,
zapped
hey-
every time.
Hey Flint, are you? Are you sure that Shale should come with me? I mean, Morton was just very brutally murdered, and I just don't know if he's prepared.
I hear you. And I am also worried slightly, but this is something that he wants to do, and how about this? He comes with us to Old Gora, and maybe we take down the crypt with him, and then before we go to Bayhoff, we just do a little group get together to figure out if keeping Shale around is something we want to do, or
Like an audition.
yeah. Although he really wants to go to see the above ground, and then to only go to Old Gora would be upsetting. to
Well,
him.
maybe you can tell him that this is his test, and that if he wants to go see the above ground, he's got to really listen, and he's got to be really careful, and he's got to show us that he's responsible.
Yeah, yeah. I think a thing a boulder bidder likes is a good old-fashioned test, but not
Okay.
like mathematics or anything like that.
Yeah, I just didn't, I just felt like nobody said it out loud, and we were all a little bit worried. So
Yeah, but I'm not too worried about him. He's um, obviously resourceful. Without Shale, we wouldn't have found that information earlier. So,
that is true. That was good.
yep, he did
Okay,
sneak
that's all.
off. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
he did sneak off. Tell him halfway good, halfway like that way you have some positive criticism or some positive feedback and some negative feedback.
All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm a little too excited just to have him around, but I think this is good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he won't die. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Shale,
Hey, Dad.
I saw you were
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow. Quinn's teaching me a lot.
Yeah.
He said that in order to lie, you need to look them in the eye.
Okay.
Step one.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
a little worried. You know what? Never mind. Listen, we're about to go to Old Gora, and I think we're gonna go find a crypt of Mistra, and I think it's gonna be fun and kind of dangerous.
Okay.
And I think you're the youngest member of the party. Actually,
I don't know.
maybe you're not technically.
Oh.
You're technically older than Quinn and Maywin, which makes my argument sound stupider.
Okay. But they're halflings, though, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on with halflings? And this is kind of like an audition. Think of it like an audition, because now you're a theater and prepare your lines, or I don't understand it, but think of it like if you listen and you do really well on this mission to the crypt, then you can come with us to Bayhoth and we'll continue forward. But
cool.
but just know that like I could tell you that you can't come with us to Bayhoth. I want you to come with us, and I will do everything I can to make sure.
But Mom said I could, though.
She did.
So I can, right?
I lean in. Between me and you, you're coming. But
Okay,
this
cool.
is just kind of like a formality.
Okay, yeah. Totally, I get it.
Okay, so
Bill's totally dying.
and what you did before sneaking off is bad, but
Okay, sorry.
good.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Cool.
All right, so for the sake of brevity and to just get us moving on, what type of shopping are you wanting to do? Can we just like do lists and like you tell me what you would want?
Yeah.
So what would you be
Armor
looking
for Shale.
for? Armor for Shale?
Yeah.
Armor, Warhammer for Shale, some sort of
Whatever
would...
Shale wants to outfit himself with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He actually he's thankful for the hammer, but he would prefer a short sword. He's a bit more dexterous. But you do get him some leather armor, you get him some other stuff. I'll say for a total of Shale's equipment, it's like 25 gold.
Okay.
Solid.
I'll pay for that. No worries, everyone.
Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate it. He's like practicing with the sword.
And Shale, just so I understand and kind of got a feeling what's going on here. How many hit points do you have? And like what's your armor class, and like just so I can get a handle on where you're going to be involved in the combat.
I'm not going to tell you any of that, but what I will tell you, just to give you, yes, because you would have some sort of insight on his ability. He is level 1.
Oh,
Okay.
Yikes.
oh boy.
Big yikes. Big yikes.
We're going on a level 7 adventure. buddy.
Death Ward.
You just gotta start somewhere, so just kind of stay behind me.
Okay.
Of course, a good thing you're you know what? I take off my necklace of adaptation. I give it to him to wear.
Dad, what is this?
It's it's an item I found deep in a mine one day, and it's been really handy. It just allows me to breathe normally in any environments, and like if there are harmful gases and vapors, it allows me to like breathe without feeling any effects.
You're giving this to me?
Yeah, I just want to keep you safe.
Wow, Dad, thanks.
Mm-hmm. It hasn't come up in our adventure yet, but you can breathe underwater with it, so go crazy.
You can breathe in sand also. That has come up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. How did you find that out?
We've been on a lot of adventures.
Buried in sand.
Okay, what would you else would you guys be looking for?
Healing potions.
Rose.
I'm also looking for myself, yes. I would love to find a bag of holding, number 1, and
Okay.
a small short sword, number 2.
Okay, small short sword, easy. That can be found for 15 gold.
It says on the Kelly Blue Book value that it's 10 gold.
Yeah, they can be found for 15. This is gore hold craftsmanship. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You can try to. You can,
Kelly Blue Book.
you can roll a persuasion check to get it down if you would like.
Yes.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll take 15.
Amazing. And then a bag of holding, you said?
Yeah.
That's gonna run you about 500 gold.
Hey, Quinn.
What's up? What's up, Rosie? How can I help you?
Some money.
Yeah, of course. How much do you need?
Well, I used a lot of money to buy used armor as a gift for them, and then I used my bag of holding to safely transport you
Right.
to wherever they are right now. Remind me, I need to check in. So maybe can I?
You actually wait a minute.
Like 300.
I'm pretty sure you specifically. We would have to go back and watch, but I'm pretty sure Kelfie took you as in statue form.
No, but they took.
They had to take you to a place.
Oh,
no.
But
yeah, but
then
they took you to Livaria.
Bag of
yeah.
holding back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kelfie took you in statue form, if I remember correctly. Because I think Atticus literally picked them up, didn't they? And like walked them through.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened?
Can't remember.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I know we've been
either,
assuming she hasn't had her bag of holding this whole time.
But that was, but I think that was just
Yeah.
because you gave it to them in Livaria.
I gave it to them.
We can
I
check
know
a break. We can check a
Okay.
break.
Okay.
And
If that's the case, can
Yeah.
I have my bag of holding back?
yes, I'll check at break, and then if not, you can work out money with you and Quinn.
Okay. I'm so ashamed.
Anything else that you guys are looking for? Healing potions?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
If they have
Regulars would be 50. Graders would be 150, and superiors would be 500.
Whew.
Well, I mean, definitely not superior. That's fucking insane.
I still have one potion of healing, so I'll probably not have. But if we want like a stack of them, I can put them in a bag of holding or somewhere. But I'm just saying for like our stock of potions, I have one.
Yeah.
I have
Graders
3.
44.
Oh
You have
wow!
3 healing potions?
Yeah, I think I have not looked to see if I have a healing because I have some healing spells, so I never use my healing potion.
I also have 1 healing potion.
So you have 4. You have 5 healing potions.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I'm just afraid
Maybe a
somebody else is gonna
redistribute
die.
of
Sorry.
people that-
Yeah, does
No,
anyone
Oh,
want a healing
now,
potion?
okay, for Evan's sake, I'm gonna say now you care that somebody died.
Maybe
else.
Shale
He's still
can
with
get one
us.
to keep one.
I'll give Shale one for sure.
Gotta look to you.
Daddy's not gonna be
Thanks.
able to use a healing potion.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm staring at Shale.
Zip, step. Chad, what were you looking for?
Because I think it was a Bayhawther. I have a scimitar +1, but I'm hoping to either enchant it or get a different one that like does additional some sort of damage. Like I have my dragon tooth that does acid damage, so I'm looking for something that does a little bit more damage
Yeah,
as a scimitar.
there's somebody here who could enchant. They could probably, in the amount of time, like they wouldn't be able to, like they'd have to have it the entire time you were gone.
Gotcha.
And then coming back, enchantments take a while, and just like normal, regular like enchantment, like that you could purchase at a place. I'm gonna say you could find somebody who could give an extra d6 of a damage of your choosing, depending on the enchantment. For that'd probably be around 800 gold.
Okay. Would they have a loner scimitar to give me?
Yes, it will be
Well,
+1 though.
right, yeah, even if it's just a regular one.
But yeah, no, easily that would
Okay.
definitely be included in the price as like a loner weapon for sure.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, so I'll give them and like give it to them because it's my special scimitar. I'll be like,
Yes.
take good care of this. It is very special to me.
So we'll say that you guys went to Grinder, Armory, and Weaponsmith. This is a female dwarf named Tessa. She's looking at you, and she says, "All right, don't you worry, lad. I'll take very good care of it. I promise you. I've handled a lot of weapons in my life." And you like look at like the amount of like weapons and craftsmanship behind her, and she's like almost offended. Like, I know what I'm doing, right?
Sorry. I just.
What kind of damage would you like? We have fire damage, cold damage, lightning damage. There's necrotic. That'll cost you an extra 50 gold just for my personal hatred of that type of damage. And then also force damage.
Right, and me and Chad are trying to think of like the kinds that I've seen other people do. It's like I know we have lightning. They sacred flame a lot. I feel like no one's
Sacred
really...
Flame is actually radiant damage.
Oh, that's true.
If you want,
So I get
Chad,
spicy hands.
I can also
Spicy
get my
hands.
rapier done, and we can maybe get some sort of bulk deal.
Ooh,
That'd be
fire
cool.
ice.
I'm also
That's what
getting
honestly
my...
I
We
was
could do
like. I
fire
was
and
either
ice,
gonna do
fire and
fire or cold. So
I like
a little
That's pretty
fire and ice
cool.
bundle.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So I would say for a bundle, they would do.
Throw my hammer in there too. You know, I give away all my magic items.
You want to throw in your hammer too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so 3 times 8 is 2,400. I'll say even 2,000 gold for the whole batch.
I'd say 18.
Roll a persuasion check. Fuck it. I know what you can roll. Yeah, 18.
Fuck it.
Um,
A regular old scimitar.
I would like my hammer to be imbued with force damage, please.
Of course. Right. I can do that for you.
Quinn, do you want fire or cold?
I kind of like cold.
Sure. I mean, I'd be happy with either, honestly. So.
All right, yeah.
Shale sets down his short sword. Necrotic, please.
How are you gonna pay for that, Shale?
I got it, no problem. I put down 800 gold.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
It's like buying your kid a new car first 6
Did you contribute any money to the 1,800?
Oh yeah, maybe I should.
Yeah, I was about to be like, Quinn. I'm assuming
Alright,
this isn't a gift, so
give
just a
600
three-way split.
Yeah, 600
So-
for that.
So 14 total?
Yeah, 1,400. Now I have 59 gold left.
So 600 each for the. Okay.
Yeah, 600 each for the others.
Yeah.
Cool. That makes me feel a lot better.
And then, of course, Shale and I should get rental weapons too.
Oh yeah, no, easily, yeah, definitely. All of you do.
I don't
But you
need
don't.
rental
They're
weapons.
not +1, so you all just get regular.
Yeah, just regular old.
weapons.
Good craftsmanship, though.
Very
Is
good
it also gonna make
craftsmanship.
my rapier a +1? It's not right now.
That's a good question.
I'll say if we could also make a +2 and just like sprinkle another like 100 gold or something,
if I
I'd do
bat
that.
my eyes at,
Yeah, I would
at-
say
Tessa?
add another 100 gold, just 100 gold, and we can do that.
Each or
Easy.
total?
No, just for him to make it a +1 because yours already is a +1, right?
Can I make it a +2 though? if I also
That
had
would be a
100 gold.
lot more money. Plus
Dang
2
it.
is going to be a lot more money.
I would like to make mine my hammer +1 too.
Okay, yeah, extra 100.
Quinn,
Yeah, Flint.
can I?
Edmund puts it down. Edmund puts down 100 gold for you. And then he does that and then looks over at you, Quinn. That's it. That's the last of it. He slaps across the table. Maybe we could, start looking at those sponsorships that Flint was mentioning
Now
earlier.
you guys want some money. Now you guys all want to get some money. All right.
Well, I feel like we went from, having contracts and we just haven't had one in a while. Like,
Right, yeah.
Really?
I mean, not everybody spent all their money.
yeah, exactly. Inflation's crazy, guys.
Plus, I got this thing that's
wow.
worth 20,000 platinum. So I mean, we're low on funds.
I mean,
Uh,
you also didn't sell,
How
those
loudly did you
emeralds.
say that, Quinn?
Not in the shop, like when we were alone.
You also had that emerald you didn't sell, Quinn. So like,
I got a lot of emeralds still.
All right, so hey, come back. Yes, Malin.
I just wanted to see if there were any I might just restock on arrows, but I would see if there are any special arrows enchanted or made out of a different material
Down here in Gora Hold, you're gonna be hard to find those. Maybe back
That's
in
fine.
Lavaria was the place to look for those. Yeah.
Well, then I'm good.
Okay.
I turned to Shale. So necrotic damage. Interesting choice. Is there a reason?
I just thought it would be cool.
Your father had a necrotic damage weapon for a while, and it was pretty great. There
Was it the staff that you threw off the cart for some reason?
Yes, there were some drawbacks to it.
Oh, what was it?
I need to be honest with you. Every time I used it for 3 times a day, it turned me 1 year older.
Oh, well, we're dwarves though, so that's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah, it was fine, totally.
Yeah, cool. I would have done it.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you for choosing necrotic. Not a lot of people like it, but it's kind of a niche choice. But we're gonna
Yeah, well,
need it.
goth is in though,
Yeah. Are you goth?
No, but it's into light goth stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't-
Goth adjacent is what they call it.
I don't get any of this kid stuff.
Yeah.
I will.
Can we go now?
Yeah, everyone.
Does anybody else want anything else ordered?
I'm gonna buy some crossbow bolts. I'm
Okay,
confused with a couple, but I don't know how much.
How much do you want to buy? How many?
I'll do 14 to get me to 40.
14? That's 2 gold.
Perfect.
And then how are your guys' rations looking? Because you're about to take a 10-day trip.
I can
don't-
Goodberry every day.
Oh, true.
It is a
There we
spell
go.
slot, but I can do it.
I mean, we could buy some rations.
I have
still
34.
Yeah.
rations.
maybe just have like a
You
couple.
have 34, but they're bug rations.
1 gold per 5 day of rations. Remember that.
I have 32.
Okay, you guys are good then.
Yeah, and then of course Shale. I'll feed Shale with my rations.
Cool. Yeah, he wants
yeah.
Oh,
bug
I have
rations.
12 bug rations too. So
Fantastic. Those are so rotten. All right. Well, as all of you leave Gora Hold proper and head on your journey south to Old Gora, that is where we will take a bio break. So
Oh snap!
stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere because we will be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Charm Persons.
Stop.
It's so
I'm gonna
good to
barf.
see you. It's so
Oh, we
good
just got
to see you.
flagged for something.
That's so weird. Instant.
Listen.
And our stream is shut down.
When you watch our stream, it says content warning. We got masturbation and mommy milkers, okay?
Can that be the name of our party? The mommy milkers?
No.
The M&Ms. We're the M&Ms.
Okay,
M&Ms.
so all right,
M&Ms.
and we're back. Wow, that worked. Okay, so you are instructed that in order for your steeds to get along and for this journey to go well, you got to choose one species. So beetles, ram goats.
Ah.
Ram goats, ram goats, ram goats, ram goats, ram
Beetles.
goats, ram goats.
Okay,
Is
so we
there
got
a
one vote
ba-
ram goats, one vote.
is there a
beetles.
baby ram
I
goat?
think I voted about 10 times.
Yeah.
I second ram goats.
Ram goats. Yes, there's definitely ram goats that are smaller for shorter people.
I just want my own situation. I don't want to share with anyone.
That would be ram goat or beetle.
I want a
I
baby
asked-
ram goat.
Or the little baby horse named Roger.
But if nobody else is picking horses, then I'm not.
Can
gonna get my own
Roger
baby
come if
horse
we
named
have ram
Roger.
goats?
For food,
You can certainly
ram goats.
I don't want to be a part of this party anymore.
Okay, so everybody gets a ram goat.
And
Alright.
I asked all the ram
Oh my
goats
God.
if their mom pulled a rollerboat. Was in the rollerboat business.
None of them know what a rollerboat is.
Can we get some new ram goats?
You will be charged 1 gold a day for renting the ram goat, with a down payment of 10 gold per day in case they don't get them back.
But we
Is
get it
Is
back
it
if-
one
which
for
means
everybody?
that's yes, which means that's 100 gold for each ram goat before you can leave.
What the
You
fuck?
you get back 90 gold
Oh,
for
right.
each one if you make it back.
It's just a
So
security
that's a
deposit.
deposit of 600 gold.
Yo, you're the one that's
How much are these beetles?
the Beatles would be a grand total of 400 gold
Seems clear to me.
that you would
Nay,
get
it's
back.
dollars and cents here.
That you
I'll
would
pay.
get-
I'll pay the extra 200. Fine, we can take beetles.
You get it
No,
all
no,
back.
we'll take the ram.
You get it all back except for 1 gold per day.
Zach, you and I both know all these ram goats are making back.
They're dead.
All right, so
No,
you-
we'll get the ram goats. We'll get the
okay,
ram
so mark off a total of 600 gold from somebody.
I
Can
can
we
put
each
in.
just do 100?
goats. I got it.
Quinn.
I don't think
Thanks, got it.
Flint can.
I don't think
do
anybody has any money anymore.
I have some money.
I have a small amount.
it.
I'm just staring at that ruby in my bags. Like,
Shale, say thank you to Quinn for paying for your mount.
Thank you, Quinn.
wait, that's
Oh,
700
wait.
gold then.
No,
That's
he's.
800.
Oh, I figured he was on Flint's.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah, you
yeah.
guys
would
can
it save money to double up? Can we double up on some? If I mean, Rosie wants her own, but if like Quinn and May and
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so Quinn and May on 1, Flint and Shale on 1. That's 1. Edmund on 1. That's 3.
Rosie
Chad
wants
on
her
one.
own.
Of course. Edmund
Rosie
gets
wants
to
1.
do
That's 4 or 5.
well, I was gonna.
No, Chad and
pass-
Edmund. I mean, if you can't, guys,
Yeah.
can't you guys?
2 full-grown humans on a ram goat? No, sir.
Oh, I guess that's true. I forgot about the fact that we were larger than everyone else.
That was the most serious.
No, sir.
No, sir.
What are you talking about?
It's ridiculous to even suggest you could get 2 full-grown humans on a random.
What are you, a fucking idiot? 2 full humans on a ram goat?
Emily, please clip that.
So yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
No, sir.
2 full-grown humans on a ram goat? No, sir.
So how much was the total then?
So that's 500 then.
All right, I'll add back on gold.
Oh no.
Hey,
She's dead.
Hey Quinn, do you think we could grab an extra ram goat? Because I want to make sure that Shale learns how to pilot his own.
Dad, I don't know how to ride a ram goat.
They suck, but it's okay.
I know, I don't know how to ride them.
Cost savings, Flint. I mean, I think we just like stick with
Okay.
less.
I think
you know.
it's best if Shale learns to do without when adventuring, because you always don't have as much as you need.
Yeah, I mean, you
True.
guys are sharing. That's okay.
Okay.
I just really want to go. Can we go?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool.
Can I insight check Shale
I was
like
thinking the
I-
same thing, but I
why
didn't
he's
want to
so
say
excited to leave?
I'm not even gonna
Just-
make you roll. I'm not even gonna make you roll an insight check. This kid just is very excited to see
Okay,
the outside.
okay, okay. I was like, is
Okay.
someone chasing him? Did he?
No, he's super excited.
Okay, great.
He's practically a child.
Yeah. Great idea. Zach never kills children, so
I don't like this reputation.
Oh no, Zach
Stop
exclusively
killing
kills children.
kids.
how many kids? I think I've killed 1 kid.
There's-
That's
no,
too many.
You killed
That's
some
definitely
kids in
more than one.
session 1 of the last campaign.
Yeah,
killed-
1
And
kid.
Gavin,
And then
you
like
killed
5 kids in
William.
this.
Okay.
Killed.
And Shale's
William.
one kid.
William was young, but he wasn't a kid.
He was basically a kid.
Okay,
He
so that's
was
2.
best
That's
friend.
2 kids I've killed. Oh, in over 100 D&D sessions.
That's not a good ratio.
That's just the ones we streamed, though. Let's go back 5 years or so.
Yeah, that's true. Like in the very
dudes
first
chilling in
Red
a
Chorus
hut.
session, when you guys became Red
6
Chorus, I
feet
think it was in
apart,
that
'cause they're not
session
gay.
that a little
You
girl
blew up
died.
that orphanage.
Yep.
That was nuts.
I never
Yeah.
blew up an orphanage.
And that was like the F plot. Like we didn't even.
All right, You
He
guys
just
are the
said
ones
an
that,
orphanage
you guys are the ones that
explodes.
got a mother arrested for having dwarf dust. Okay.
I was not there.
Yes, Angie.
I would love to cast sending to Gilmarie.
Okay, yes.
Finally!
Oh yeah, Rosie, don't forget to check out.
Shut up, Chad. I'm doing
And
it.
just to remind you, I do think that this. I'm pretty sure this was said, but I didn't check about the bag of holding thing.
Oh, whoops.
So we'll just check on that off stream. But I think that the last thing you heard from Gilmarie was that you has been turned back from stone, but that they don't currently have all of their memories or.
Well, they said
aren't-
that. I feel like they said they weren't waking up.
Yeah, they're still
Um,
like unconscious, like kind of coma.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then I've spoiler alert given you the next stage of that
Okay.
event.
So
As,
they have woken up.
They have woken up, but they don't really have any of their memories of what happened, and so Kelpie is helping them out with that, and they're in turn helping out Kelpie with stuff that's going on over there. And you know what? I'll say you sent that sending at another time. I won't even make you take off the spell slot.
Oh, okay.
You
well,
just
I
know
still-
that information.
I still
And what's
wanna-
Atticus doing?
I don't know. Fucking around.
fucking around and find.
Drinking butt water. No, wondering where his last bottle of butt water went. No, he gave it away. So you know that information, so you don't
Yeah.
need to spend a spell slot to send that information. But if you still just want to contact Gilmarie,
I do. Yeah.
send it. What do you say?
I say.
It doesn't work. She's dead. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just had to get that out of my system. Go ahead. She's not. She's
Oh.
alive. It'll work. Go ahead.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know. You haven't said it yet. Go. Go ahead.
It's too much pressure. It's like when my parents were telling me all different directions. I'll say, oh, my goodness. So much has happened. We are headed to Old Gora to continue our path. But listen, we got a job for money. That's it.
Okay, good to hear from you. I've heard Old Gora is mysterious and dangerous. Stay safe. How much money? If you can't respond, that's okay. Love you.
Oh gosh. I can't text and ride this ram goat.
Do you send another spell?
No, because
Okay.
I only have one more level 3 slot.
Yeah, you know that she understands what you're dealing with and does
Yeah.
not. You feel confident that she does not feel ignored. As all of you get on your ram goats and start to head out of the city. Chad, what do you do
I
on
was-
this?
Yeah.
Is
just
this
gonna-
something you want to do before the city or on the journey?
No, on the
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah,
As
so
I'm
you guys are.
bumping and riding.
Yeah, so you guys are
Yeah,
walking
bumping and
around or riding down this path. You do see carriage marks from previously where the Slayer 6 went off to the north, and then where the Bayhoff carriage continues forward. And as you are traveling that way, you see that it is late fall, early winter, so the leaves have fully changed color, if not fallen from the nearby trees, and there is a light dusting of snow on the ground. Gorahold is right at the base of a mountain range. It's not fully in the mountains itself. So, you pretty much immediately are kind of in like a plains-esque area. The cold winter air greets you. For those who enjoy being above ground, it is a breath of fresh air, quite literally. Flint, your personal feelings aside, you do look over at Shale, and his eyes are wide, and he's super excited. He's made the trek to Gorahold before, so he's not, Old Gora, I should say. So he's not unfamiliar with these surroundings, but that is a rare sight, and still, there's some awe in the way he's looking around. All that being said, Chad, what do you do?
I would just take out my sending parchment and start scribbling an update of everything that's happened in Gora and at the top basically say address it to Laura, but say make sure you pass this along to like Will Marie as well, especially the like political stuff, just so she's aware.
Okay.
And just like go through everything that's happened the last 2 days of the ambassadors, the assassination, all of that.
Okay. Rosie.
Can I, while Chad's doing that, like cartoon anime style, just like over his shoulder, like roll my ramgoat next to him
Sure, yeah.
and say, "Hey, Chad, that scroll is there a limit? Do you have a limit on that?"
I just write really small so I can fit as much as I can. I think. I mean, I haven't.
It's just you've just
as long
have
as
to
it
fill the
fits.
paper.
So far, yeah. I haven't tried writing on the back yet. I've been able to at least write small and fit it, but.
Do you find that you can only use it a certain amount of times per day?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I just have to wait for a response, so I have to like use it and then I send it and then they have to like write something back and send it back to me before I can use it again.
Oh. Maybe next time it comes back, if you don't have any very pending business, could I maybe use it? It's getting really hard to communicate to Gilmarie, and I know she's getting a lot of information from your letters, but you know, I miss her.
Yeah.
And...
Is there anything you want me to add now to let her know? I'm basically just trying to keep them updated with what we're doing and just check on my mom and sister at the same time, but
yeah, which is that I don't want to get in the way of that. Absolutely.
No,
but...
I mean you've sent plenty of messages for us, so I'm happy to loan you this whenever you need
I have.
You really
okay.
have.
Well, in just like a little corner at the bottom, can you just write 20,000? What was it? 200,000 platinum or 20,000 platinum?
200,000 gold, 20,000 platinum.
Yeah.
20,000 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Love you. That's it.
Love
you too. Love you too. With a heart. Do a heart.
Oh, with a heart.
Yeah. And like maybe can you make like a winky face, but with like a little kissy, like a
Yeah. I'll like do my best to draw like that emoji, basically.
Yeah. That's good.
That looks okay. Okay.
That looks great.
I'm assuming you say like to Gilmarie.
Yeah, I'll like at the very bottom say like to Gilmarie, and then I'll write that, and then say like from Rosie.
Rosie says hi.
Rosie says hi.
You do notice, importantly enough, that the letter is not sent until you write your own name, which is just like as a point of order, like because so far every time you've just signed the letter, it goes away. But you're kind of curious as you write Rosie's name if that'll happen, but it doesn't. You notice that it'll only go away if you write your own name.
Then I'll finish like my message, send it away.
Yeah.
And then one other thing I wanted to do. Yeah. All of this God stuff, and I hadn't tried anything yet. As we're heading to like another temple, I not really praying, but I'll just close my eyes and try to talk to Lathander, and just see what happens, and not really know what I'm doing, but just
go ahead and roll a straight up just wisdom check, but add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Wisdom is dirty 20.
Okay, so as that is happening, you're kind of like you've sent the letter, and like Rosie's kind of, she's off like fantasizing about Gilmarie, and
oh yeah,
I'll like kind of like
that's why I wanted my own Ramgo.
Take my goat a little away from her.
And as you're walking, you're just kind of mindlessly looking down the road that you're traveling. And as that happens, you just kind of you see a light towards the like horizon where the road is kind of get brighter and brighter, as if there was a sun kind of setting at the edge of the road, but it doesn't make sense because you're heading directly south. And when you look directly at it, you don't see anything. But if you kind of soften your focus or like stare blankly at another area, your peripheral vision will see this like bright light that is shining at the end of the road. It starts to kind of like blink as if it's losing like energy, like a light bulb flickering almost. and it blinks out. And that's it. That's all you get.
I'll be very confused by that and just look like a scrunched face for like the rest of the journey.
Yeah,
Trying to
course.
think of what the heck that means.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do on this journey? Maywin?
I would at some point just be like, "Hey Quinn, can I see that coin again?"
The Corvo coin?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I would just look at it and like give it some more thought to see if I can figure out like what exactly it reminded me of or what it made me think
Roll
of.
a history check at advantage.
Do you need me to identify something for you, or is it?
Maybe. Hold on, let me see if I can figure it out. It's another 21.
The only other piece of information is that for some reason, while trying to like connect what the thought is, you also think of Morton.
Yeah, I need your help, Quinn.
I'll cast identify on it. See if I can.
It is not a magical coin.
It's just a coin, man.
Does it remind you of Morton at all? I know that's a weird question.
Roll a history check at advantage, Quinn.
All right. Cat is currently sitting in my dice box. I don't know where my saxophone dice is, but what was that? 18.
The only other piece of information that you could possibly think of is like because you immediately do understand what she's trying to get at, and you're like, yeah, there is some kind of connection between this coin and Morton. What is that? And you think of your time in Sildira, but you can't really remember.
Something about Morton and Sildira.
Someone say Morton?
but-
Is there anything?
Does this coin remind you of Morton at all, Chad?
I
Roll
don't
a
know.
history check at advantage.
Just pass it around.
you
till
can do it,
somebody
Chad.
gets
I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
What does that mean?
You can add a D8 if you need to.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We will
Okay.
figure this out, Zach.
I don't have a good history, but I rolled a natural 19. So +1 gets me to dirty 20. All right, D8. Don't fail
Okay,
me now.
wait. Don't roll the D8 yet. The number that you have been looking for this entire time is 22.
Oh,
So I need you in the chat of doom
okay. All right.
to roll your D8.
All right. God, I have
Morton is Corvo.
a D8.
Okay.
Cat.
You're thinking and you're like, what the fuck is this? I don't remember. And then it comes to you. Everybody had a vision. Everybody got a card from Mollyander on the ship. And Morton's was beware the two-faced coin.
Ah. Do you remember that psychic person and all our little
Yeah.
Morton's was about a two-sided coin.
Molly Man.
Molly, yep, Mollyander. That's definitely what it was. But yeah, his was
Oh,
about,
yeah.
like-
Right, beware the two-faced coin.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, yeah, right. Sorry. Hey.
Two-Face. You're talking about Two-Face? Yeah. Two-Face coin.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this is
All right. So don't trust Corvo.
Was that
Well,
just?
I mean, that was
Like
just what
it.
Mollyander said. I mean,
yeah,
Don't
that
trust this coin for
that
sure.
was just for Morton, so I think we're fine.
I mean, Mollyander knew
he's
that
dead,
I
so like I
didn't
figured, yeah, we're fine.
make my saxophone and that somebody else heard my saxophone, and that turned out to be true.
did any of the others turn out to be true?
I don't know. Let me check my notes.
All right.
I think yours did, May, kinda.
May, yours was one. You will soon be able to become what you love.
Oh yeah, mine
Yeah.
came
Oh
true.
shit!
Mine came true for
Yeah.
sure.
I
This
have
was
my
before
son
the
here.
passage of time, right?
Yes, it
What was
was. It
yours,
was right
Flynn?
before.
Oh, I got a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Uh oh.
So maybe we should be careful of.
Maybe we fucked up.
Clint, yours was that you are missing something and someone is missing you.
Yep, I got my son here, so it looks like Mollyander got that one wrong.
I mean,
It was
were
right
you
at the
not
time.
missing? Yeah.
I mean, at the time, yeah, I was certainly missing someone, but not anymore. So
Right, but wasn't Chad's that he's going to have to kill someone that he loves?
Sure was.
His brother.
His
Well,
brother,
his
yeah.
it's gonna
He
be his
doesn't
I
love
don't
his
love my
brother.
brother.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Who do you love
That's a
most
good
in this
point.
group,
Wait.
Chad?
Yeah, rank them 1 to.
Edmund immediately looks
I'm
to the
Yeah, we got
side.
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
We got
I
a
look
lot. We
at
got 5
Edmund
days. Come on.
and I
Chad.
say,
You can tell us one a day.
Yeah.
I don't want to rank you guys in my
I'll do a
Mainly
drum
just I
roll
don't
with
want
a
it-
wand of conducting. Starting at number 6.
No,
I don't-
You gotta
I'm
get
not
Shell
gonna.
in there in the rankings, and if he's not top half, then
I'm just not. But I mean,
Boo, you're no.
so far that hasn't come true for me, and I really hope it doesn't. But
how about this, Chad? You can start loving your brother. I mean, it's not permanent,
Yes.
it's not permanent, but it'll make the
fake it till you make it.
Self-fulfilling
true,
prophecy.
I could just pretend to love him in like a brother family way, but still have to kill him. I mean, it's one way to get around the prophecy. Maybe I actually don't. I don't know if I can trick a prophecy, but I could try at least.
Anybody
yeah.
could. I mean,
True. So the coin then.
I think
maybe we
just,
shouldn't have told Corvo so much.
Yeah.
I think my personal opinion is that at best this means we should simply be wary of her. I don't know if a complete lack of involvement is necessary, but that's
Yeah.
just my personal opinion.
We could still use it to stop my brother. That's still a good thing. Just, I would say we shouldn't trust her.
And Chad, didn't
already-
you say that you felt like she just wanted those primordial hearts for a truly personal reason?
At least for
I
that,
mean,
she didn't seem like she
personal
was.
could mean pretty bad.
That's true, depending on the person.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Maylin?
Well, I said this to Quinn already, but did anybody else think that she seemed like too wise for how old she is?
She seemed to be
You know,
pretty
didn't-
intelligent, yeah.
I don't know how old is she?
And now that Chad asked that, now that the two of you think, it doesn't really feel like she has aged much in the last 35 years. Wait, 35? It's been 35 years. She should be much older than what she looks. She's a human.
Oh,
That's
Got
what I'm
great
saying.
skincare
Is
routine.
she a fucking vampire?
She
They
has
don't
aged
age,
a little.
right? Okay. I was like, oh shit.
Morton's a vampire.
she's an elf.
Okay.
We don't know that Morton's a vampire. Come on, let's not do that.
remember when
Yeah,
I was a
I just-
werebore?
Really?
Oh, cool.
Like
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Literally, like, yeah,
Oh,
less
no.
than 5 minutes.
Maybe
Wow.
that's what she wants the hearts for, just to stay young forever.
Rosie, make a
Maybe.
history check, Rosie, and it's gonna be a decent DC, but let's see what you can get.
Is this for Corvo?
We don't know.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, we don't know, you know.
3. Okay, for the lore, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right.
The lore.
More drop.
If I see Rosie
That's
thinking,
better.
can I inspire her?
16.
Roll a d20 and tell what you get, Evan or Eric. Sorry.
Oh,
Evan.
talking about more.
7. Lucky number 7.
No, you cannot inspire her. Rosie, you don't really. There's something about the Slayer 6 symbol that seems familiar, but you don't know what it is.
Can I see it again? Is it on the thing?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I can.
It is right there.
Looks like a bumblebee body. Oh.
I feel like you've seen that symbol before, but you don't know
Right.
where.
And Angie doesn't know either.
Yeah. Strange.
Okay, well, I'll be on my werebore or my ram.
What?
goat. I'm just thinking about Gilmarie. Don't mind me.
Oh,
Is Gilmarie a werebore?
No.
bedroom?
Oh,
Oh, Quinn.
No.
Werebore in the sheets. Of...
I like wink at him.
Chad, you get a response to your letter. This is all crazy to hear. Don't be mad. I can't relay all the information right away.
swear to God, child.
Sydney, Warren, and I are kind of not in Lavaria right now. We're keeping safe. We're adventuring. But in the Eladrian Woods, we're not going anywhere else. We're not too far from Lavaria. Sorry. Also, tell Rosie that that's a lot of money. And that her and Gilmarie are cute. Love you, bro. Sorry. That's it.
I looked to see if Rosie had like noticed it pop back and me read it.
It probably not the pop back, but probably reading it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just still like visibly like I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. Turn to her and say, I need one more response, and then this parchment's all yours.
What did they
And
say?
I kind of look at Quinn and I say, well, Laura and Sydney and now I'm forgetting his name, even though you just said it.
Warren.
Warren, thank you. Are not in Lavaria right now.
What?
I must get equally.
What?
I'm gonna
Where
ask
are
more
they?
questions. They said they're still in the woods and
The
near
woods? The Illigen
Lavaria.
Wilds?
Yeah.
Like literally like one of the most dangerous.
Yeah,
forests.
yeah.
Are you kidding me? And I'll ride my Ramgoat ahead and cast my last sending spell to Warren.
Okay,
You get your
go
butt
ahead.
back to Lavaria.
Go ahead.
I'll just like
Warren?
wait to write.
And it's like Molly Weasley's howler.
Yeah.
Warren, you little scamp. You are the man of the house. Get your butt back to Lavaria right now and take care of your mother.
Ow, Mom. You are perpetuating gender norms, and Mom can take care of herself, and I am safe with two very strong and capable females, and don't ruin this for me. And that's all you get back.
I literally just fuming. I'm like, oh my God, he's right. I am the problem. I am the one who thinks this weakness on Gilman. And I just like go off on.
Yeah.
Once I hear that response, I'll start my response of like, okay, so that's what happened.
Yeah. Another
I mean,
classic
Sydney's-
Rosie Pentwee existential crisis.
Sydney's pretty capable. Warren seems pretty capable. I'm sure they're being safe.
Did he
If-
say
if-
they have Batty and Bo? Warren
I can
promised
ask.
me he would take care of them.
Yeah, I'll ask him right now, and I'll ask that, and I'll just say, adventuring. How? Like, what are you adventuring about? Are you looking for something, someone?
Yeah.
I need more details. And sorry to Warren because it seemed like, but also seemed like it's okay with Rosie. So there's that. But also, maybe you guys should head back soon. Be safe.
After a bit of riding,
Riding.
you get a response back that basically says there's been rumors of a beast. It apparently attacked And this part you actually know about, Chad, and the rest of everybody else does too. It's been a while since you've heard about it and never really checked in on the progress. But apparently, there was a beast that attacked the Stagham area roughly 15 years ago. And if you remember, the Palladium Planopticon was pretty worried that that was potentially one of the servants of the Banished. And apparently this beast has been ever since roaming the Illadrin wilds, harming travelers, and they heard about it when a group of refugees made their way to Lavaria, and they are heading out to try to take care of it.
I'll just read the letter out loud at this point so everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Did they say
Tell 'em to-
anything about Batty and Bo?
Oh yes, sorry.
Nope, they didn't. They were assholes.
They do. Warren is Batty is Warren's steed, as he puts it, and Bo is not with him.
Okay.
Hopefully they're not doing it for free, but yeah, good on them.
Yeah, you're a Beastmaster Ranger with out a beast.
It's really sad.
Can't you just like make friends with a deer or something, May?
Technically,
I probably spend a good part of this journey chatting with our ram goat.
you
to
the
make
thing
friends
is,
That'd be
with it,
cool.
but to all-
Emily, mechanically, you could make your ram goat your beast if you wanted to.
But would I lose Batty?
You would lose that, like,
Daddy would hate you.
Batty as an
Yeah, do
animal.
that to
Batty as
Batty.
an animal would definitely love you and like still know of you, but that connection where you kind of just like get each other would have to be like earned back.
Yeah,
You could
no, I
redo
can't.
it.
I
Come
can't do that.
on, May. It's just, I mean, Batty. I mean, think about this ram goat. It's a pretty sweet ram goat.
Are there ram goat stats? Is this a real thing?
I mean, at least like introduce yourself to the ram goat.
Well,
you
I
know?
definitely
If there's a vibe,
spend-
you know.
I definitely spend the time chatting with my ram goat, but like initially the purpose is like I think I'm gonna.
It's this. Sorry, just real quick. It's the stats of a giant goat.
Okay, I think that I'm gonna get a baby ram goat at some point, and I'm like, well, like, what's your favorite food? Like, what kind of things do you like to do? Like, trying to figure out like what my baby ram goat is gonna like.
Yeah, and you're using the ability where they can understand you and you can understand their response, but you're not speaking to them, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. I mean, they tell you that they like grass. Big fans of grass.
Mhm.
Me too.
What else did you ask them?
What kind of things they like to do?
Mainly eat grass.
Hmm.
And they also like to run.
Have they ever been in a fight?
No, they've never been in a fight before. But they said that they know how to use their horns.
Mhm. Okay, and then I just continue to ask it like really stupid questions.
Okay, it answers you to the best of its ability. So
Great.
there's sometimes that you're like, you don't get what I'm saying, and it's like, no, I don't understand. Anybody else do anything as you travel on?
After I read the parchment, I'd give it to Rosie if she wants to respond.
Okay, cool.
To Gilmarie.
Flint?
Yeah, I lean over to Shale and say, so, Laura, Sydney, and Warren all adventure together. It feels like maybe you should be a part of that group, but I'm so glad that you're here with us.
That would be really cool, though. Do you think I could be in an adventuring party of my own?
I mean,
Like the young, a little help?
That's honestly
A
not
littler
a, it's not
a tiny assistance.
I love that name. A tiny assistance.
Or we could be the Fighters 4.
Fighters 4.
Enough with the numbers.
And yeah, it'd be fun. And then we can get Bo in there as the pet.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Hey, Shale, I have some presents for you, and I figure now would be a good time to give you.
What?
You like presents? Yeah, you like presents.
Yeah.
When I was doing a bunch of adventuring, I went to a bunch of cities in the above ground, and it's not that good, but it's not bad or anything. And so I got you a souvenir from each city.
Really?
And I hand him a travel mug with the Barrington symbol on the side.
Oh, cool.
I hand him a Keynor stalactite building, like a keychain souvenir.
Whoa, now this is cool. Is that what the buildings look like?
Yep, it's all underground. One day you'll meet
Oh,
Brick.
Well, yeah, you said he gave the best handshake
Yeah.
you've ever had outside a dwarf.
Yeah, it was incredible. I get him a wooden crest of Hydre with shale carved on it.
Oh my gosh, Dad. Thank you.
I give him fallen finger puppets that depict Tuk Tuk and Chad. Now, this one was a little less politically volatile 15 years ago.
Yeah, I bet they're worth a lot of gold. I mean, not that I would just give them away.
Look, you can do whatever you want.
Dad, I can't tell you how much this means to me. This is so cool.
I give him some Sildira bathhouse soap.
And you kind of like tell him about that. And he's like, so people are just walking around naked?
Yeah. I give him some golden bark from Lavaria. Souvenir. And then last but not least, I give him a cocktail napkin from the Werewolf Den in Bayhoff.
The Wolverines Den.
Yeah, sorry.
And you see him like start to like shed tears. He's not like crying and he's not like vocally doing it, but tears are falling from his face. Dad, you thought about me the whole time you were gone.
Yeah, I of course I did. You were the first thing I thought about, and I knew how much you wanted to see, so I thought I'd give you some souvenirs. But maybe we can just go to these places together in the first place, you know?
I was so mad. I thought you had forgotten about me.
Never.
He gives you a big hug. Dad, thanks. I love you.
I love you. And I promise you're not going to die.
So that's Rosie said that she made sure of it.
Yep. We'll have to get Rosie to cast that high-level spell on you every 8 hours.
Okay, cool. Rosie's constantly getting utilized for her spells. Amazing. If you don't have a point of DM inspiration, you definitely do now. That's great. Rosie, do you write a letter?
I am.
Okay, all right, cool. So you can send that
I'll
to
send
me.
it to you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be heart-wrenching.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's
Are-
gonna be spicy.
Are we talking like the whole 5-day travel? Is there anything we want to
No,
do?
just for today.
Okay, no, then I'm fine.
Okay. I need Chad because he's probably definitely at the front. He usually is, and Maywin to make perception checks for me.
What dice to use? Not the one that's only been rolling tens. It's cocked. That's terrible.
Come on, twin dice.
8.
Okay.
If I went with the 10 dice.
18.
Oh yeah, it would have been much better.
18. Okay, perfect. You don't notice it, Chad.
Yep.
But Maywin, as
Still
you're kind
trying
of
to
just
find the
like
light.
enjoying nature, you look up and you see a small flock of birds heading towards you. And as you kind of stare at them, you realize that they're like staying relatively the same. It feels like they're staying the same distance away. And then you start to realize, oh no, they're not staying the same distance away. They are getting closer, but they're also getting bigger. This isn't a flock of birds. This is big, large flying creatures a good distance away that are starting to get closer and closer. And you start to see wings. And on top of those wings, you see individuals. And all of a sudden, the three of them start like diving in your direction. but you have seen them. So what do you do?
I say, hey guys, there's people, there's flying. Look.
I
Hello?
fucking hate
Oh
birds.
no.
All of you look up, and I need you all to roll initiative.
God,
I'll put
Uh,
my letter away for this.
why's it gotta be birds?
They are not gonna have a surprise round on you though because of Maywin.
Thank you, Maywin.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Maywin.
man.
Yeah. Oh, I think I would roll better initiative after being the first to spot them.
You're just too busy telling everyone else to look.
Yeah. Guys,
You're like,
look.
oh shit.
I bet you rolled better than I did. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Preemptive. Dune bless you.
Okay, go ahead and put your tokens on the map close to
Aw.
Edmund and Shale.
Look at little Shale.
Oh,
Wait, what class is he?
Who knows?
Oh,
You better run,
God.
Shale.
Let's find out.
God.
I mean, he's got to be a bard, right?
He could be a fighter. Or a... I don't know. He acted, so I think a bard.
He said he's quick on his feet. He could be a rogue.
Rogue.
I like that we still have our like hero forge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't changed him.
I can't wait till they
Okay.
add saxophones to Hero Forge. Once they have the balls to add saxophones to Hero Forge.
Well,
Yeah, hear that, hero forge? We freaking
I'm
dare
calling-
you.
I'm calling you out, Hero Forge. All you charmed people out there, tweet Hero Forge to add a saxophone.
Yeah, all you charmed people.
Charmed person heads.
Charmed person heads.
Charmed
Good
personals.
groupie name.
Ooh, charmed personnel.
Ooh.
I guess that's pretty good. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? What don't you know?
I like charmed
Quinn,
person heads.
Shale, what were your or Quinn? What was your initiative?
Sorry. +4.
Alrighty,
We're still like on our Ramgoats, right?
you are correct. So your speed actually on your ram goat is
Much
40
more
feet.
than mine.
40 feet.
Whoa. That's
Um,
double what
Quinn,
I
you and I are on one together, so if you move, I move.
Great. Try not to scare the Ramgoat. I'm saying that to myself.
All right, so top of the turn order, we've got Chad. Chad, you're on your ram goat. You see these as they get closer. You see that they are giant vultures,
Ugh.
but they are dressed in armor that almost makes them look draconic in nature, which is very strange. But on top of them, and Quinn kind of yells out, or Quinn, you recognize this, on top of the creature to be look to be members of the Sleeping Dragons.
Oh my god.
They are
Fuck.
heavily armored and are wearing masks that give them like draconic faces. And here is a image of the vultures that they are riding as well. And
My
the
two least
three of
favorite
them are heading down towards all of you right now. They are where they are on the map, but currently about let me see, 60 feet in the air. So they are where they are on the map, and then 60 feet in the air. So yeah.
Okay.
And you know what?
Um,
Actually, neither of you would be able to do anything if that was the case. So I'm gonna just go ahead and
I could do
skip
some stuff.
to where they are where they are on the map, and then like 20 feet in the air, I'll say.
Okay. Then I'm just going to
Quinn, you're on deck.
move my 40 feet to there. And then hold my action for when they're close enough that I can take some swings at them.
Okay, cool. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I can't hold that too, can I?
Nope.
There's nothing really I can do with my bonus action, so nah.
Alrighty, Quinn, you're up.
I'm gonna assume that May has control of this goat, so I'm not gonna move.
I will allow either of you to move it on your turns if you would like.
It's 120 feet. What I want to do, so I should be good. I'm going to flip that coin. That gives me a bonus to my spell save. Why is my spell save only? Oh no, yeah, 16. And then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. So it's a 30-foot cube. I should be able to get all of them. It's 120 feet radius.
Yeah, easily enough.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw, or they are charmed and they're incapacitated. So it's DC of 16.
And would this include? Yeah, this would include the giant vultures as well. So I'll roll for them first. That's a natural 16 plus 1 is a 17. That's a fail. And that's a natural 16 plus 1 is a 17. So the bird in the middle fails, the vulture in the middle, and I'm going to roll for the sleeping dragons now. And you can tell by the way that these sleeping dragons are dressed. These aren't normal, just like from the streets sleeping dragons. Like these are high-ranking, like capable members. Anyway, they get a +0 to this. Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That is a 3 on the die. That's a failure. That's a 17 on the die. That's a success. And that's a 4 on the die. That's a failure. So 2 of the sleeping dragons have failed, and 1 of them has succeeded.
And then I will just call out to May, just like whisper to her, like they're with the sleeping dragons.
And all of you have seen you've seen the flash of lights, and you know what this means from Quinn. So that is the end of Quinn's turn. The pair that is completely fine together is going to attempt a flyby on Chad. The pair who are together, or who both are knocked out, are just going to they're still just hovering in the air, basically. Like it's flapping its wings, and it's just kind of like circling because it can't just stop. So it's just
their speed is their speed is 0 and they're incapacitated, which means they can't take actionable reactions.
Would that cause it to just fall from the sky?
I don't know. I feel like it would just kind of like float in the air.
Yeah, birds can't.
It's like
float.
this like pattern that's in the sky.
Yeah, birds can't necessarily float. So I think what it's doing is just circling the pattern itself. So it's just circling the pattern, and both of them are just staring at it. The one guy on the back of this vulture is staring at the hypnotic pattern, but his vulture is good, and so is also going to attempt a dive bomb on Chad. The first vulture to swing at you, Chad. It gets a +4 to this. That is a natural 1 that misses. It misses with its beaks. It's gonna slice at you with its talons. That is a 14 to hit, which I think misses.
Correct.
The next bird is going to do the same. 50. That's a 19 for the beak.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is 7 points of piercing damage. And then with its talons, that is an 8 that's going to miss. So it doesn't hit you with its talons. And then the soldier on its back is going to, as it flies by, it takes... You know, actually, I need. Sorry. It's gonna make 2 longsword attacks on you. So it's just like swipes at you as it circles around you. That is a 14 to hit, which is gonna miss, and that is a natural 20.
Bleh.
Almost all the attacks missed though. Only 2 hit.
That's true.
So that is 11. 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Wowzers.
But that is the end of all of their turns. And it is now Edmund's turn.
Can I use my action though?
Oh, sorry.
I was
Yes,
holding?
yeah, you're holding an action. Yep.
So I'll go.
You can attack one of the 2 vultures. The 2 guys
Yeah.
on the top are kind of out of your range.
So I'll attack the vulture with the hostile dude on it.
Okay. Yep.
And just go for my boring old normal scimitar and then the dragon tooth dagger.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for attack.
That's a dirty 20
Hits.
and a 19.
Hits. Roll damage.
Cool. Do you just want total?
Yep.
Oh my
Quinn
god.
needs to pick up the
Buildings.
electric guitar.
Hey, give this guy his saxophone back, and that can be your.
No deal.
18 total.
18 total. This giant vulture looks very hurt, but is still standing. Yeah. That is the end of your turn. You completely you just chop off one of the legs of this vulture, and in doing so, also cut a long gash down its abdomen. It's looking
Yeah.
very hurt.
Nice.
But as it continues to fly, you know what I will actually say, Chad, you also get an opportunity attack because they were both flying by you. So
okay, cool.
I just forgot to move them. So they moved from here to there. That's 30 feet. Okay, so they have 30 more feet of movement left.
Jeez.
And this guy. Well, go ahead and roll for attack on the one. I'm assuming you're going to just attack.
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna hope. Might as well just focus on one. It's a nat 1.
Okay, so that misses. So they are flying past you. Okay, that is the end of their turn. It's now Edmund's turn. Edmund. I don't have his character sheet up. Come on, Zach, you're slowing it down.
Zach, you're slowing it down. Zach. But it's okay, cause you're the DM. You got 17 things in your brain.
Perfect.
And
Thank
maybe
you so
18 on a good day.
much. Okay, so he sees what you are doing, Chad, and is going to. Yeah, he pulls back his hand. He's gonna. Well, first of all, he's going to kind of start flanking here. Go this way. And he's going to pull back with his hands and fire a lightning bolt at this creature. That is an 8 + 7, which is going to hit. And even with minimal damage, that vulture gets hit with the lightning bolt. Like it's just feathers get singed and fire off to the side, and the vulture plummets to the ground. This vulture is now dead, and this guy stumbles forward 5 feet, and he's pretty practiced. He lands on the ground and rolls forward and steps back up. But that vulture is dead. That is the end of Edmund's turn. Flint, you're up. Maywin, you're on deck.
Right.
That's cool.
Shale, drive this ram goat and make sure it's not close to these people.
You got it, Dad.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the other vulture that's nearby.
All right, roll for attack.
14 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
So that's 8 force and
Okay.
11 and 3 bludgeoning, so 11 total.
Okay, 11 total.
And then one more Eldritch Blast.
All right,
22 to hit,
hits.
and that's just 11 force.
That's 2 11s, and its HP is 22. You hit it with the Eldritch Blast. Similarly, it's like flying forward. You hit it with the first one. You hit it with the second one. It falls. It starts to spiral. The guy on top is going to take just 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he's slammed into the ground. And what happens when he takes damage, Eric?
I think he is.
Does he get to save again, or is he just good?
No, he's shaken out of it.
Okay, cool. So he stands up and he's next to his friend now, but that's the end of his mount is dead. So that is the end of your turn, Flint.
Yep, that's it.
All right, Maywin, you're up.
Okay, seeing that guy come out of his hypnosis, I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark and shoot 2 arrows.
Go for it.
The first one is a 21.
Hits.
The second one is also a 21.
Both hit. Roll for damage.
2d6, 2d8. That was really bad, but 16. Yep, total of 16 points of damage.
All right. To which one?
To the guy who just fell off.
Okay, cool. The one who also took some bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay, perfect. He, you see him kind of look at you. He takes both arrows. He looks back up at you like angrily, snaps them off, throws them to the ground, unsheaths his long sword. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right, Shale is going to move him and Flint. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 in this direction. So you are right there with him, Flint.
Nice.
And he is going to take out his short bow that he just had purchased for him. And what does he get plus to this? I'm going to roll all of Shale's stuff in the Chat of Doom. So
you don't take any responsibility for his death, is what you're
Yep, Shale gets a +4 to this. That is an 11, which is going to hit. Or which is going to miss.
Oh.
The arrow flies to the guy, and he just looks to his left, parries it with his sword. And that is the end of Shale's turn. Rosie, you're up. Chad, you're on deck.
Okay, I am going to keep myself within 30 feet of Shale and Flint for reasons that you'll find out if they come to fruition.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move my little Rammy.
Okay, yeah.
Up to this guy. And he's the one that got bludgeoned.
No, this guy is down over here.
So this guy's just down.
Yep, he's perfectly healthy.
Cool. I'm gonna take my new little short sword, and I'm gonna jab him.
Yeah, roll for attack.
Nope. But I'm gonna use my War Priest ability to make an additional attack as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, so you come forward at him, stabbing down. He parries it with his long sword. You quickly use that momentum to swing it back around for another slash.
Which is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Cool. Then I'm gonna do this. Oh, actually. So that is a 5 points of damage.
All right. You stab him just like right in the abdomen, and he looks down, beats the sword out of the wound, looks at you, just kind of growls. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Chad, you're up. Quinn, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna then do some flanking action and boop.
Yep, cool.
Roll up to him. And I have advantage for the flanking.
The
Do I
flanking.
trust this? The flanking.
Knockenstein.
And then since I have my bonus action, I'm gonna attack 3 times. First one is a dirty 20 with my scimitar.
Hits.
23 with my dagger.
Jeez. Hits.
And an 11, which I think it
Misses.
misses.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's and then man. 14 total.
14 total. All right. So yeah, you slash at his back a few times. He looks back at you, clearly in pain from the strikes. He's looking at both of you, feeling a little outnumbered. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Quinn, you're up.
How hurt does the guy by Chad and Rosie look? Does he look like bloodied, or does he still look pretty?
Not
capable?
blooded. No. Taking some damage, but not blooded.
In that case, I will cast a second level Dissonant Whispers at him.
Okay.
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 2 on the die.
So he fails, so he takes second level, takes 46 damage. So that's 1, 5, 10, 14 points of psychic damage, and then has to use his reaction to move his movement away.
Perfect. So he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Noticeably taking out the saxophone that they, I'm sure, are after.
Okay, perfect. He runs away. Rosie and Chad, you both get attacks of opportunity on him.
Fuck yeah. Short sword slash. That is a 15.
15 misses. Chad, you can get an attack of opportunity on the guy.
Oh, sorry.
If you want.
You're good. You're good. If you want.
I do want. Ooh, that's a 19 on the die, so it's a crit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'll use my dagger. Okay. And then. 15 total.
15 total. All right. Definitely looking bloodied at this point. As Rosie, you attack it, it kind of just bounces off his armor, but that causes him to turn slightly and receive a slash on his abdomen as he's running away from Chad. He looks a little panicked now, for sure. Quinn, is that the end of your turn?
I will. I will tell the war goat to move a little bit. Ram goat to move.
My war steed.
Right next to Rosie.
Okay, I'll move Maywin with you.
Maywin with me. And then I will use my dancing short sword as I play Careless Whisper from the saxophone. Putting it right next to that guy.
Okay, perfect.
You
can make an attack right away, right?
Make an attack, yep. Which will be a +6 to this. 12.
12 misses. The sword appears right in front of him, and he kind of parries it off. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
This guy is going to... We're going to get right here. All right. The guy who's afraid of you, he's frightened, right? Or is he not frightened?
From what?
The Dissonant Whispers guy. Is he just afraid for that one round, or does he have the condition?
Yeah, if he's shooken off, then he's fine. He's completely back to normal.
Okay, cool. So he is going to step right here. And this guy steps right where he is. You see that both of them look very panicked. And they take out these like red pouches and they pour this powder into their hands and then put it up to their masks. And you see their masks get this like red glow. They both use Dragon's Breath on everybody. Everybody needs to roll dexterity saving throws, please.
Yikes.
That's my least.
I should have given Shale.
23.
23 succeeds.
27.
Succeeds.
19.
Succeeds.
16.
Succeeds.
I assume
16.
I assume Shale succeeds too.
The 16 also succeeds. Shale, well, let me roll for Edmund real quick. Edmund gets a 6, he fails. Shale gets a +4 to this. 10 though, that's a failure. Okay.
I would like to give my inspiration to Shale.
Okay, I will allow that.
Oh no.
We're gonna deplete all our resources just.
We really are.
We will keep
That's
Shale.
that's even
Oh
lower.
god.
Okay, so that is 26 points of fire damage to both Shale and Edmund. Everybody else takes.
I would like to
Shale-
give my inspiration to Shale.
Everybody else takes 13.
I'm gonna use absorb elements to get rid of 4 of those.
You can't
Wait,
give a
how
third
many?
inspiration to somebody.
Who's giving it?
So the fire
Wait.
breathes on all of you.
What
If
about
you
the
failed,
random goats?
you take 26. If you succeed, you take 13. And the ram goats, good point. Let me see
God,
here.
we're not gonna get our deposit back.
Spicy lamb
Fucking knew it.
tonight.
They get +0 to these. One fails, second one fails. So both ram goats are immediately caught in flame and singed and fall to the ground. Edmund immediately bursts into flames and has to take a step back, falling off of his ram goat. Oh wait, Edmund has a ram goat there too. So that is a +0 is a 10. So that ram goat is also dead.
Was my ram goat? Sorry, was my ram goat?
Oh
dead?
yeah, sorry, I forgot that you're on a ram goat as well.
I'm also on a ram goat.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Every single ram goat has died.
Do they really have that low of health?
They have 19 hit points.
Oh,
And they all-
no.
and they
So much
all
money.
just took 26.
Well, that means that Shale. Did Shale fail?
Shale is immediately erupted into flames, singed completely, and as he falls off of his ram goat into the ground, and you just see a charred version of your son, Flint, his chest flares with that symbol of doom, and he takes in a gasp of air as he has one hit point. And the other dragon and vulture down here just flying in a circle. All right. It's Edmund's turn, who is pissed off. And he is going to look at you, Flint, and say, "You'd want me to do this, I know it." And he kind of steps right here, grabbing Shale. And he is going to cast a 3rd level Thunder Step. Flint, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh shit.
8.
That is a failure. Flint, you take. I rolled pretty well. Flint, you take 19 points of thunder damage.
Oh my god.
This is
However,
just one, guys.
the sleeping dragon man in front of him also takes that damage. He, in a flash of thunder, Edmund disappears. That sleeping dragon is thrown back, falls to the ground dead, and Edmund and Shale appear back behind this this outcropping here in a crack of thunder, and Edmund puts Shale down on the ground gently. That is the end of Edmund's turn. Flint, you're up.
All right, whirlwind roller coaster of emotions here. I could have also done that, Edmund.
Do you actually have thunder steps as
Yeah,
well?
I
Of course.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the other dragon that's up near Chad.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Misses.
And a 26 to hit.
Hits.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, this guy's starting to look a little hurt, but he's still pretty good. Is that the end of your turn?
I was
Did
about
you
to
move
say
at all?
yeah, the ram goat's dead under my feet.
It is, yeah. It's smoldering currently.
Yeah.
The smell is horrendous, but also kind of tasty.
I'm gonna run up.
Tasty.
I'm gonna run up here. Oh, wait, hold on. 5, 10.
If you can get there, you can give Chad advantage. Well, Chad could also just
Yeah, that's as far as I can get, but I'll
yeah,
do
draft around. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's the end of Flint's turn. Maywin, you're up. Shale's on deck.
Okay. So if I have extra attack and 2 weapon fighting, if I do a melee attack, is that 3
Yes, ma'am.
total? Okay.
That's what
So
Chad
I'm gonna-
does.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop off. I can do that too, Chad.
Oh no.
That's funny.
Come right here, and take 3 attacks with my short swords and release that absorb elements damage as well.
Oh, okay, great. Roll for your 3 attacks
Okay.
first. Oh, so how long does hypnotic pattern last?
1 minute.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I thought so. I just want to make sure.
Oh, it's a 13.
13 misses.
Jesus, I'm gonna use my inspiration because I just keep rolling horribly low. Oh, I rolled a 2 and then a 3, so 10,
Misses.
and then thank God, 23,
Hits.
24. Sorry.
Hits.
And that is the guy that I cast Hunter's Mark on as well, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
So that's 6. 9, 11, 15 points of damage, and then 4 points of fire damage as well.
Amazing. So that's. And 4, you said?
4, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking hurt, but he's still standing there right in between the two of you, like. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It's now Shale's turn. Who, Flint, you're gonna see he slowly stands up, pushes Edmund to the side, comes to the end of this little outcropping, and he takes out his short bow and aims it at the guy. He gets a +5 to this. That's a 16. That's gonna miss. So the arrow flies off to the side. But you know what? I've done it before. I've given advantage when a guy's surrounded, so I'm going to do it again. That still misses. So Shale misses on his attacks. His attack. That's the end of his turn, though. Rosie, you're up.
Well,
Chad, you're on
I
deck.
just wanted them to stay within 30 feet, but whatever.
They didn't know that.
I know, but I didn't think it would be that hard. I'm gonna run my 25 feet up to this guy here.
Okay.
And how far are they in the air?
20 feet in the air.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I'm
You
going
barely
to...
see Rosie in this map.
I know.
Blend it. Your character, your color scheme blends in really well.
How about oh, I guess I can't change the color.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna cast a 2nd level guiding bolt, and I'm aiming
At the vulture or the
for
guy?
The guy.
Okay.
That is.
I'll give you advantage because they're like charm. They're like it's a clear pattern that they're doing, so you can kind of time it out.
Okay. That is a 22.
Hits. Roll for damage.
5d6. Come on, baby. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my god!
19
Oh my
points
God.
of radiant damage.
Nice.
And you said they're 20 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and I am 35 feet away.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for. Oh no, I can do that. Because 35 plus 20 is 55. So I'll use my bonus action to cast spiritual weapon.
Unfortunately, you can't do that because that's 2 spells.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I still don't understand.
You can do a cantrip
You
and a
say
spell
it,
at the same
and I'm not
turn,
gonna.
but
It's
okay.
fine. Yeah. I get it on some days, and most days I don't.
Okay.
Cool. So then, that is my.
But another part of guiding bolt that you might have forgotten is the next
Oh yeah, you get
attack.
advantage. Yeah. So
Next
whoever
attack on that guy will
attacks
have advantage.
the guy gets advantage. So there's that. I did that for you.
But he does immediately like kind of come to as he's looking at you, and he is like his armor is like divinely like there's like this glowing singe to it, and he looks down at his bird and he fucking punches his bird for.
He can use his action to.
Okay, yeah, well, so no damage, but he does still do it by punching the bird.
He uses his action.
Why does he punch his bird?
Oh, you're right. Oh, okay. He would have to use an action then. All right. So for right now, he's still flying in a circle. All right, Chad, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna use spare time and get all my health back.
So Flint, this is your first time seeing this. I think Maywin's only seen it before. Quinn, you would see this too. You see all the damage that Chad has taken reverse itself on his body, not just be magically healed, which you've seen before, but it's almost as if the swords are like reversing their cuts and sealing back up the wounds. And you see that happen to Chad.
And then I'm gonna attack him.
Do it.
I forgot this when I attacked, but you should have advantage because I'm flanking.
Oh yeah, you will have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you
thank
didn't
God.
roll an advantage?
Oh.
It's okay. It's too late.
Well, thank God for advantage because I rolled a 3 then a 20, so that's a nat 20.
Nice.
Is he close enough where I should do it? Roll by attack by attack, or?
Yeah, roll attack by attack.
Okay.
Well, roll the 2 attacks first.
Okay. Ugh. That's only a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that won't hit. So roll
Oh wait,
for the last
advantage.
attack. Oh yeah.
Wow, it's a 4 again, so never mind.
Yeah.
And third attack. Is a 16. Nope, 17 to hit.
Misses.
17 misses?
Yep. These guys are
Right,
heavily
well.
armored, really good fighters.
Got a nat 20 though.
My lowly scimitar.
Yeah, but at least you got a nat 20 though.
It's 12 damage for that.
12. Okay, yeah. I mean, he's looking hurt for sure, but he is still standing. But he's looking for an exit route right now. Is that the end of your turn, Quinn? Or Chad? Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Quinn, you're up.
I will bonus action move this over to this guy and attack.
Okay. Roll for damage or attack. Sorry.
19
19 hits.
would be 2 plus 5 points of piercing damage.
I mean, death's door, dude.
Oh my god.
At this point, like modifier damage is gonna do him.
Yeah, but somebody else can deal with that.
Yeah, it's his
maybe.
turn next, so.
Yeah.
Go up and punch him.
Because I haven't used my 4th level spell yet, and I want to use my 4th level spell. I'm gonna move up to just like over here, and then I will use my 4th level spell, Phantasmal Killer.
Whoa.
The guy that's far away, he has to make a Wisdom saving throw. I don't know. They seem like they're really into fire, so like a big bucket of water just is gonna dump over him. But they have to make a Wisdom saving throw first.
That's a natural 19 on the die.
Well, that saves, and then nothing happens.
I'm sorry. So the giant bucket of water appears and falls, and he just like doesn't move. He just lets the water, illusionary water, hit him.
And that also drops my concentration on the hypnotic pattern.
All right. So now it's their turn. He is going to, not needing to use an action now, to get to undo that creature. He's going to fly 60 feet, which would be. Why does the ruler always disappear? Why does it do that? That's so strange. Can someone do the? I think where did it go? Thank you.
Where do you wanna go?
He wants to go to. I guess he's gonna go to Rosie. So the two of them are going to fly to Rosie and do a die bomb on Rosie. Stop it! Attacking with its beak, that's a natural 1. Attacking with its talons, that's a 4. That's going to miss Rosie, but he is going to make 2 longsword attacks on you, the guy on top. That's a 21, which will hit, and that's a natural 20. Rosie, you are going to take a total of... Damn it. Dang it. It's a little bit better. Is 17 points of slashing damage to you, Rosie. But that is the end of their turn, as they used a good chunk of flight to get to you. And then it is now Edmund's turn. Edmund is going to step forward.
Come on, Edmund.
He sees that the other guy is taken care of. So he's going to... What can he do here? He's going to look at you, Rosie. And he's going to say, "Go get him!" And he's going to cast Fly on you.
Wow.
And that's the end of his turn.
What does that get me?
A fly speed of 30.
Oh, that's even better than mine.
No, sorry, fly speed of 60.
Oh my god, I'm zooming.
Yeah. So you immediately just kind of like float in the air, like right up to this like vulture and guy. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Flint, you're up, mate, when you're on deck.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the vulture.
Okay, yeah.
Vulture. 11 to hit.
Hits. These guys are puny.
That's 14.
Okay. Roll for a second attack.
Okay. 13.
Hits.
That's 7.
For a total of
14 plus 7 is 21.
21, right? Remember what I told you what their HP was?
God damn it.
Their HP is 22. So you like slam into this vulture. It like lets out this loud screech. It's not doing hot, but it is still it's still standing. Maywin, you're up.
I am going to... Okay, so with 2 attacks, I would do 1 short sword and 1 bow shot if I did both?
No, you can't switch
No.
from melee to range, unfortunately.
Then I'm just
Not
gonna
mid
take-
attack.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna take 2 shots with my arrows at the vulture and the guy by Rosie.
Okay. 1 to the vulture, 1 to the guy.
Yep.
All right. So to the vulture.
13.
Hits and it
Really?
dies. Yep, and it dies. And it had 1 hit point left.
21.
So it stumbles to the ground. For the guy, that hits.
And then... Ooh, 7... Yeah, 7 points of damage.
All right. He's a little hurt. We're gonna go ahead and just for the sake of brevity skip Shale's turn. He's not gonna do. Actually, no.
He has a healing potion.
Shale is actually gonna take another shot.
Yeah, that one.
At advantage. That is going to hit.
My boy.
Oh,
Ooh, but adding his sneak attack die with allies within 5 feet.
Hey.
God damn it. However, with his modifier, that is still enough to. You guys are all standing there as an arrow enters into the dragon's skull and he falls to the ground dead. Rosie, you're up.
I can fly.
You
I can fly. I can fly.
Fly.
So I'm gonna fly up to. Well, this guy's vulture.
He's on the
is dead.
ground now.
Damn it!
But I still think you should like use it though.
No,
Use
I'm gonna dive bomb him.
Yes.
And I'm gonna grab his face, and
Yes.
I'm gonna. And you said he's looking a little hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast 2nd level inflict wounds on him. I'm
Nice.
gonna push my fingers into his eyeballs.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Rosie.
Rosie's getting intense.
That
She
is
okay?
a 24 to hit.
24 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
4d10.
Oh my god.
shit.
So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, and with that, Rosie, I won't ask you how you want to do this because you kind of just described it. So Rosie slams this guy to the ground, burning her thumbs. All of you just hear as she like forces her thumbs into his skull. And
Damn,
you see that she lets him fall to the ground as she is floating in the air holding his head. And she's just still hovering
like
there.
a donut? Like a
Of course you
donut.
can. Of course
Yeah.
you can.
I just go
Victory lap.
But as of right now, the combat seems to have died. Everything seems to be okay. The wind picks back up. Flint, Shale comes tumbling over the side of the thing. He looks at you with the biggest smile on his face. Dad, I did it. Did you see? I did it. I saved you.
I'm so proud of you.
He runs over to you and immediately slows down from the pain that he's in.
All right, it's okay. Just sit down. Well, let's just take a quick rest, and everything will be okay.
Oh, Dad, that was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. I was on fire and I somehow lived, and I thought I died, and it felt like I died, but then I heard this really deep voice say, "Tell her thank you," and it was like really weird, and I like don't know, so like thank you, Rosie, I really appreciate it. Rosie's just, like,
Can I come back through and just like kiss on his forehead and cast cure wounds on him?
Yes, of course.
Can we heal the goats, or
a little gnome fairy.
are they gone?
Revivify at this point.
Spare the dying, or are they dead?
Do goats make death saving throws? Or are they just dead?
I mean, none of them outright died.
Can we?
10. Yeah, I mean, I'll say, okay, so this is gonna be, if the thing is this is all or nothing. So they're gonna make death saving throws until they either are alive or dead right now, and then you can heal them.
Okay.
That's a failure.
Shit.
That's a success. That's a failure. That's a success. That's a success.
Hey,
Yes!
Oh God.
The ram goats have made it through the battle, and they are now hairless ram goats. And
It'll grow back in a week.
as we wrap up, next week we will go through kind of the aftermath of this, but just as a little teaser for next week, Quinn, you've done it before, you've done it a million times. You start looking through these bodies, starting to check for something. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
And you find a note to one of these guys from none other than Bartholomew Kane. But what the note says is, the rats in the den said he went to Gorahold. And that is where we will end this week's episode.
And I
I mean, Barford did say, you even bringing this here is putting us in danger. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens. But thank you all.
He's not gonna die. That's not gonna kill somebody named Barford.
But thank you all for watching. If Rosie wouldn't have cast Death Ward, we would have had another dead kid. Tune in tomorrow night at 6:30. 6:30? At 6:30 p.m. Central for the level 1 origin story of the Muffins. You will see all 6 of these faces, except JMO will be the game master and I will be a grumpy dragonborn. Plus some other changes. And then this coming Wednesday is the 2nd episode in season 4 of The Remains, which Eric is very excited about and loves. You guys, I mean, off stream, you should hear the praise that Eric gives the show over and over again. His favorite video game, so it does make sense. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Watch or stay tuned at Charmed Persons on all social media to stay up to date. Thank you to my players. Hands down, the best players a GM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Mommy milkers.
Mommy milkers.